Man, once again, we are back. You know what today is? It's
Oh,
Wednesday.
you know
And
what
that
that
means
means.
it's Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. It's the boy Adam Woods right there from According to Woods. It's Chemical Julian, the chemist with the most. And your boy, the franchise Double B Bad Blood. We are here with that smooth jazz voice. Uh, I had to put it over. I keep getting told, man, you have a smooth jazz voice. Like, oh,
Hey, I
it's
want to
my
put
voice.
the chocolate syrup down my chest all of a sudden. What the hell is
Wow.
that?
Well, okay.
That's what you
So,
do
ladies
with
and
Dave
gentlemen, we are
Cause.
here. We are here live. We were scheduled to have Sunny, the original California girl from Glow, but apparently she is not in the building right now. Hello, Cheryl. Good evening. So instead, my
We
boy
have
is
the other
here.
Sonny, Tammy Sitch. Tammy Sitch.
That's no, we don't have
Live from
$27.99 for her.
prison.
For $25.99.99, you got Tammy.
$25.99.
OnlyFans.
Odd number for someone. Odd number for membership. Like, go ahead where do you find that number? So random. So you know what? Let's try into some craziness, man. Fuck, moving to Guerrero, man.
Yeah.
And Chris Jericho put on a 5-star match. Hoovy, fucking the juice, man.
I mean,
Hey,
yes.
Without the $500 shirt.
From the Daly's Place Amphitheater in Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, here's the
Exactly. Without the $5 shirt from the five.
No,
store.
but if Dr. Luther, the botch.
Man.
But if Dr.
they-
Luther has
they
a fucking
this
full-time,
installment of their weekly show, Dynamite. I mean,
Your screen is frozen.
I think so. He turned to like Elsa. And otherwise, we would let him go, but like
it's too early tonight.
Apparently, I tried to grab some Starbucks and they laced it with whiskey, or that was my wife. But either way, let's go.
They laced it with something.
Hell yes. But yeah, so
he's drinking a Captain and Coke minus the captain.
yeah, exactly. I think his peg leg hit me right in the ass. But anyway,
like I said, emanating from the Daily Place. So AEW emanates from the Daily's Place Amphitheater in Jacksonville, Florida. Dynamite Homecoming, which featured a jam-packed lineup from top to bottom. I'm just gonna shoot straight with you guys. Moving to Guerrero, man, crazy.
no, that's the other luchador.
In the chapter 3 of the 5 Labors of Jericho. Chris champion. He came out as fucking. No, he should have came out as Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Like, so
Correct.
They bring. Last week he came out as Haymaker. This week he should have came out as. He should have came out as you know.
I think Bad Blood had a fucking infinity gauntlet before he hit up the show.
Apparently, Hoovy the only was use a top
Yeah,
rope
having some technical
maneuver
difficulties here.
to win.
I think Bad Blood should jump out and jump back in, and usually that helps.
It looks like I'm lagging. Yeah, let me do that. I'll be right back.
He's going to reset.
Yeah, exactly. But we will talk about the amazing stuff that Bad Blood does. But hi, BCW Universe and the Roundtable podcast. But here's Chemical Julian. I'm According to Woods, and yeah, who'd have thunk we would have get Juventud Guerrera and Chris Jericho in another non-WWE, non-WCW promotion? It's kind of wild, isn't it?
It is just like WCW. We're back in 1997, 96, 97. What was it?
90s, yeah.
Movie The Juice, back on TV. They're kind of like doing a Chris Jericho, This Is Your Life. And it works. I mean, who doesn't want to see Hoovy every now and then? You know, who doesn't want to? Now, you know, Jericho is he's getting a lot of spotlight. That you know, that's his place. That's his thing that he's doing. But what we are getting is a lot of entertainment, and Jericho is pretty much taking a beating every week. Last week was really bloody, brought to you by Domino's, and and this week we had Ruby come out, and it was quite a match. Another, you know, we're almost thought we're at the Tokyo now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't see it, but we're going to bring up some comments. Shirley and Danielson. Hopefully, you're related to Brian Danielson. She says, "Evening, gentlemen." And yep, his audio skipping. Hello, Roundtable. Interesting topic of this. Shody still had it. Flying Judas effect was insane. And BJ, fix your fucking screen is what we're getting from Shane Husky. Yeah. I can't bring it up. I don't have that authority. But Spencer Carabrodus Abarm saying, I feel Hoovy should have been the first one, then Nick Gage. No, 100%. And I think Nick Gage is kind of trash anyway. And Bad Blood, your audio is skipping, says Cheryl, 100%. And you're lagging, BJ says just exciting, right? And
hey, so quick question. Where do Nick Gage and Chris Jericho have any history, if any?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, so MJF just said, I'm going to get someone who's really violent and bring him in the ring to cut you with a pizza cutter.
I think if Abby wasn't destitute or whatever, I think Abdullah the Butcher would have taken this booking. 100%. 100%.
Put him in the electric chair with the switch that doesn't work?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm surprised Foley hasn't shown up. 100%.
Yeah. I think Foley's kind of, I think he's done.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Foley's done. So, so was this a one-night only kind of thing? Or
I hope not. If Dr. Luther has a full-time gig, Hoovy, even in spite of Hoovy, might deserve a shot with AEW. I can't think of... But then they're also clearing the way for Brian Danielson, which Cheryl Leanne Danielson said, no relation, sorry. I'm not sorry that you're not related to Brian Danielson. You shouldn't be either. My goodness. And Wrestling Forever 93 says, I know Ultimo Dragon still wrestles. I wonder if he will come back to face Jericho. I'm in. Ultimo Dragon, the original belt collector. Fuck yes. Let's do this.
Dude, can you imagine Ultimo Dragon coming out with fucking 8 fucking cruiserweight titles again like he did at WCW?
The only thing about that is hopefully he doesn't trip over his cape like Mania 20.
I know, right? So,
what about Raven?
Thank you guys for taking over.
Raven! Bring Raven!
Here's the thing, though. Jericho's never had a feud with those guys.
I don't care. Just sign him.
He's had one with Ultimo Dragon. That'd be great. But
he didn't have one with Nick Gage either.
The last time Jericho and Hoovy wrestled was 1999 on an episode of WCW Thunder.
Wow.
He was still wearing a mask, and it was for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship.
So that's 22 years ago?
Fucking shit, bro.
Wow.
Past time.
What is Dean Malenko doing?
He's backstage with Alzheimer's.
Backstage. He's Alzheimer's. That's fucked up.
No, but I mean, I'm not speaking out of school. I think it's
the truth. It's the
yeah.
truth. So Jericho and Hoovy had a great match. Jericho blocks a top rope Rana and turns it into a
Judas effect
lion tamer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he I guess Hoovy got out of it, so he went to the top rope, hit him with the back off the top rope. Judas effect for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho now has to face next week, which in my opinion is fucking stupid, because this was labor number 3. He has to beat 5 guys in order to get a match with MJF. So Jericho has to wrestle Wardlow next week.
Oh, garbage. Garbage.
So I will say this. I'm not an AEW hater or I'm a WWE hater. Fuck, let's just call it what it is. I'm not biased in any way, shape, or form. I like good wrestling. I like good storylines, but here, that storyline just took a shit because now
Yeah,
he has to face Wardlow next week. And now it's
garbage.
It's ridiculous. Like I just don't get it.
It's garbage. Okay, everything about Wardlow from his. I mean, that the only person that could wear that haircut is George Formosa. Hashtag never forget. So with that all being said, don't like his hair. Don't like the singlet. Don't like his name. And like Wardlow, it's like Wad. Like he took a wad low to the grain. I
That's the
don't
name of
know.
the school buses in Oregon, the Wardlow buses. It's
Are
ridiculous.
they short?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
No.
I'm not looking at any windows or anything like that. That's what you're going.
Dun dun dun. No. Just exciting actually points out in terms of the relation with Nick Gage. It was basically the Dark Side of the Ring gimmick, right? Jericho's the narrator, and yeah. So there's that. I think Sadman could be in good shape. Yeah, great call, Julian, 100%. And yeah, correct. Dean Malenko does not have the athletic body. I'm man, that I think the first PWI 500 that I ever bought was Dean Malenko.
That's right.
I was a portly, chubby kid and whatever with low self confidence, and I saw Dean Malenko, and I was just like, "That's my guy." And I'd walk around the halls of Inglewood High School, literally going like this and just steering people like the Iceman. For me, the original Iceman is Dean Malenko, not Chuck Liddell.
Okay, so with that being said about Dean Malenko, I can throw out the next match. If I were booking this show, what I would do, I have Jericho wrestle fucking either Sammy or Vara. Like you have to wrestle Sammy in order to get at me. You have to defeat your whole inner circle before you can wrestle me, or because the inner circle is kind of broken up, to be honest with you. Or I would say at the end of this match, now it's time to get a little serious, and I bring in fucking Lance Storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lance Storm. That
Book
would be
it.
the fucking end all be
Book it,
all.
Bad Blood. Book it.
I'm just saying,
His
that's why I'm the
ex-thrill
best booker in
seekers
the West.
partner from Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Yes.
That's what you do.
Because that match right there would sell. That is fucking. They left money on the table by now booking this match. So,
Yeah.
If you're listening to me, Tony Khan, if you're listening to me, Matt or Nick Jackson,
You know
the
they are.
Bucks, if you're listening to me, Omega, if you're listening to me, QT Marshall, I'm just saying, Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho, Labor number 4. Just
Yeah.
saying, man.
Just
That
buy
would
that
fucking
ticket
sell.
from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
That's my home.
Yes. And
Calgary.
as Shane says, I thought that was going to be number 4, but I could see that as being number 5.
Well,
so,
number 5, you know what, Shane? That's a good idea, man. That would be a good idea as number 5 because Wardlow just came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want Wardlow of all people?
I wouldn't, and Lewis Rat says 7 people are watching, and you think one of those is Tony Khan. No, 100%. He is. He is. While what is it? Excalibur.
Name.
Yeah, Excalibur is running the whole AEW Dynamite post show, the live stream or whatever. Tony's where it's at, and he's over here watching the Roundtable podcast.
Actually, if you want to get serious about it, Lewis, I'll put it to you this way. 6,517 people have downloaded this last week's podcast on iHeartRadio. 499 people downloaded it on Google. 643 people just downloaded it on Apple, on iMusic. 1,475 people have downloaded last week's episode. And that right there is on Amazon Music. So, with that being said, it doesn't matter how many people are watching. It matters how many people are downloading.
And none of those were podcasts that I was on because I drive down. I drive down. I instead of pulling in ratings, I deflect them like a motherfucker. So
Like,
pew 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 pew.
oh man, I love it. I fucking love it, man. So next week, Wardlow is wrestling Jericho, and unfortunately, the referee for next week's match is going to call it down the middle.
Uh-oh.
And that person is
Dean Malenko.
MJF.
Ah, fuck this.
Okay.
I'm done.
I didn't book it. I'm just saying.
Hey, can we call this for what it is? This is Jericho's. No, it's Jericho's version of John Cena's open title challenge,
Oh my
the U.S.
God.
title challenge. This is what this is.
Jericho's going to get the golden shovel out.
Yeah,
He just made the list.
that's it.
Oh my God. He should have brought the list of Jericho back tonight. That'd been funny as shit. So one thing that I think is funny, and I think that if we had Eddie on the show, he would think this is hilarious too. So Dasha Fuentes is the Spanish backstage announcer or interviewer, whatever the fuck you want to call her.
Yeah.
She's backstage with Death Triangle, minus Pac. So it's the Lucha Brothers, right?
Yep.
So Alex Marvez comes up and says Pac's travel got canceled again. But
What?
the Lucha Bros got brought into a limo. So Andrade walks in with Chavo Guerrero Jr. I love Chavo Jr., but Ricardo Rodriguez should have got that spot. Just saying.
Most definitely.
Little bias right here. So he comes in and he says that working with Andrade will get you first class flights, hotels, all that stuff. So like I said 2 weeks ago, Andrade is basically 2021's Alberto Del Rio.
Correct.
Wait, but first class? Where the fuck were you when Eddie was alive, dude? That wasn't first class?
True statement.
What the fuck are we?
No
Okay,
fighters on first class.
I just this
saying,
shit just
man.
jumped the shark.
Technically.
Hey, I don't write the news, I just report it.
I know, but okay. So theoretically speaking, like, okay, I love Chavo. I love that he's getting a fucking paycheck, as big as a Tony Khan contract at this stage of his career. I think he's absolutely worth it. Look at what he did with Lucha Underground. Look at what he did with Glow, right? The Netflix series. So shout out to Chavo Guerrero. But I think that's just off. Like, that statement is just like, the people that watch AEW, they're ardent fans, right? They know who Chavo Guerrero is, right? They know the history. Your Gory Guerrero's, a fucking grandson. Your Chavo Senior's son. Your Eddie's nephew. Your Mondo Hector's nephew, right?
So my trainer Mondo Guerrero.
Shout out to that, right? So you're to say that the first time, and as big a star as Chavo Senior was, you're telling me this is the first time? You were the ECW. I mean, there was the WWE ECW championship, but even still, you were the ECW champion, and this is the first time you're getting first class. Get the whole fuck out of here, Chavo.
Oh, okay, Adam, you're forgetting about two things completely. Number one, wrestling fans' memory. We let a lot of shit go. We put a lot of things in the past because clearly, if they were thinking about, hey, what if they associate him with Curran White? They never would have brought him in the first place.
True statement.
Number two, putting him over, like you said. This is Del Rio all over again, except for the limo honking and all that. But I mean, you're bringing in the aristocrat. You're bringing in the guy from Mexico with all the money who's balling, and he's this elitist who's going to come in and dominate the competition. Have the guy shining his shoes, this episode. It's all good stuff. I have no problem with recycled gimmicks as long as they're recycled well, and they got the ball, they're running with it. So, best of luck to them.
Now, backstage, Tony Schiavone is talking to the Dark Order. Now, last week, Adam Page lost. So, Adam Page has got this gimmick where he's like, he let down the Elite, so he fucking left. He let down the Dark Order because he got beat. So, he's been ignoring their calls and their text messages all week. He fucking came in and he apologized for losing last week and says he started this whole shit with the Elite and he's going to finish it. He's tired of looking over his shoulder. He's going to go look for them. So,
By himself.
Adam Page.
Because he's a cowboy.
Superstar of the fucking making. And who? You know what? Let me just go off on a little tangent real quick about
Go for it.
superstars in the making. Raven Travis Berry. That's right. Such a fucking name on the podcast today, buddy. You put over WWE guys like they're gods. Like there's like the WWE is like fucking heaven, and it's the best thing on God's green earth. It's better than New Japan. It's better than fucking AEW. It's better than NWA. It's better than any fucking wrestling organization in the world could list to WWE. Now, I get it. You love the WWE product. That's your bread and butter. You support that. I get it. When was the last time they made a fucking star? When was the last time they grabbed a new person off the block and said, hey, you know what? You got the fucking goods, man. We're gonna build you into a star.
Bray Wyatt.
That was a product of their fucking training camp that they just threw away like shit. Next.
Strowman.
Oh, another product of their environment that they brought up from the indies, and they brought up from their little organization and threw away again. Next.
Charlotte.
Once again, she's gonna be gone in a few weeks, just like her dad left yesterday.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So next.
Yeah. Oh, that fucking guy. It's still
What
not
I'm trying to make is this. The point I'm making is this. AEW takes people like Darby Allin, takes people like fucking
Chris Statlander. She's a
Chris
fucking star.
Statlander from fucking Creative Pro Wrestling out in fucking, they take Jungle Boy. 3 years ago, you'd be like, who the fuck is Jungle Boy? Oh, Jack Perry? Oh, that's fucking Luke Perry's son from 90210. Oh, he's a wrestler? Oh, let's go ahead and put him over because of his daddy. No, that motherfucker came up.
He can work.
He came up. He is a workhorse.
Yeah, he is.
Tony Khan, who you like to call Tony Montana Khan, what the fuck ever. The guy is fucking building an empire, and he's making the WWE look like fucking idiots. Oh, this guy AEW, they'll never last. They'll never draw more than a million views 1 week. They'll never do that. Take a look, motherfucker. They're beating Raw in ratings right now.
Yeah, but also is like episodes of Degrassi with fucking Drake getting shot as Jimmy Brooks from 1999. It's not hard to beat Raw ratings. Good God. Like, I mean, this podcast probably beat Raw last week or on Monday.
Yeah, we beat Raw on Monday.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just saying, like,
because it's a better quality show. Raw is not.
Raw is really awful wrestling. That's exactly what the fuck it is. That's what Raw stands for. Really awful wrestling. The point I'm making is AEW is building new stars. They're building guys from the ground up.
2.0.
They're not recycling fucking guys. Like, you know what? We're going to go back on the road, pal. Let's bring back fucking John Cena. Let's bring back Edge.
Goldberg.
Let's bring in fucking Goldberg. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put them over our young guys. Let's just bring all these fucking old guys back. The ones that are only going to be here for like 6 months to give us a ratings boost.
That's good shit. Well,
it never fucking happens.
But here's the thing, right? So before, the remedy for sagging ratings is you bring a McMahon back, right? You brought Vince, right. You brought Linda, you brought Shade, you brought Stephanie. Then they made Stephanie into an authority figure and whatever, and they fucking ran that sumbitch into the ground like the fucking Hindenburg. Good God. Then, so now they can't do that anymore. Even Shane was kind of like the omnipotent power. The pop that he got was probably one of the biggest in WWE history, if not all of wrestling history, when he came back after that, being a CEO of a streaming service in China and what have you, which could be, his almost Generico-esque, saving little orphans in Mexico City. I don't know. It could be. But with that all being said, they can't do that anymore. Like, even the McMahons are looked at as kind of elites, right? Not pardon the pun of the other elites, right? But they are the true elites. Stanford, Connecticut, born and bred elites, right? And at a time, we don't... Fuck! Vince McMahon and the Undertaker, retirement ceremony looked like fucking Walter Mercado. Like, for sure. Like, he was cosplaying. I thought it was like Santo Domingo. Oh, shit. I was there. And Walter Mercado is fucking pro wrestling as fuck, but I digress. All their tricks of, pulling in older talent or whatever, all that shit is not working anymore. People just don't give a fuck. And they're also saying like, oh, but we're a content creation company. Well, guess what? The content you create is dog shit.
Okay, stop right there. I gotta say this because you just hit the fucking nail on the head with something. So Raven always says that WWE's production is better than anyone else's, right? Oh, it's fucking the greatest thing ever. It's fucking great, pal. Last night on Raw, Monday night on Raw, there was a conversation had by the commentators as the 16-time world champion,
Charlotte?
No, Drew McIntyre, the 16-time world champion, comes to the ring. I'm sorry, but Drew's only held the belt twice. Where the other 14? Oh, I'm sorry. That's because they laid over the track, and it was fucking Michael Cole, who wasn't even at commentary, that everyone on TV fucking heard.
Wow.
So
Botch.
not only did Drew McIntyre get 14 other world titles, but a ghost commentator that wasn't even on the fucking show put it over.
Wow.
So here's the thing that made me laugh. Oh yeah, that's because he was on a commercial earlier in the night, and they just accidentally hit the wrong button. You're the fucking world leader in television entertainment production. Like, you're the best thing going on TV, but you fucking suck.
New guy.
You totally fucking blew your load on fucking national, worldwide TV. You made a huge fucking mistake. So to me, that sounds like they were piping in fucking cheers. They were laying over fucking John Cena's entrance without the music, just so they can have fans popping, because people were booing the fuck out of everyone they were doing.
So you know what? Look, this is what's going to happen, and I'm looking at Timbo's comment here.
Timbo's one of our producers.
What are they going to do in 5 years? And we're going to hit a system of critical mass. The whole reason why I think Triple H, why they got the Performance Center and Triple H got the NXT and all that, is because they had to make new stars. They have to. Mm-hmm. They have to. Because they are really the pool is getting shallow. There's slim pickings as far as what's on Raw and what's on SmackDown. Now, let me just clarify that. They have a very good talent roster. I think the people that are on Raw and on SmackDown are very talented, and they're doing really well. But I think that with the few people that they have, they're stretched so thin that it ends up being bullshit. And the reason why I say that is because there's no reason why I need to see a promo with Charlotte and Nikki Ash 2 and 3 times in the same night.
They're saying the same thing.
I mean, you got to understand. I understand that back in the day, Austin would open the show with a 23-minute segment, and then he'd come back during hour 2, and then he'd come back again for the.
But he was comical.
But they are not Austin, and so what you need is you need to have like the credible tag team match. You need to have your number 1 contenders match. You need to have your battle for the U.S. title match. You need to have some other whatever gimmick match you want to do. If you want to do some nonsense with the 24/7 title and people getting attacked in the back, and during the middle of a segment, that's fine. But stop having people on TV repeatedly over and over and over. That's called being overexposed. If I see you too much, I don't want to see you. So that being said, when they do bring up people from NXT, Vince has got to stop burying them. He's got to let them do what they do. And the most criminal example of that is what happened to the Ascension.
Oh my God, yes.
Ascension and NXT they were great. They had a good gimmick. They had a good niche. Were they a throwback to the Road Warriors and to Axe and Smash and to some other stuff? Yes, they were. But it worked for them. And they could have made that gimmick work. But they got brought to the main roster, and they got shit on from the day they stepped down that ramp. And for no reason. It's not like they were bad workers. It's not like they put on bad matches. Otherwise, why would they have the NXT tag titles for so long? They did the same thing with Keith Lee. I mean, he came out for the Rumble, got a huge pop, and it's kind of like, that guy's pop is too huge. We've got to humble him.
Brock Lesnar said, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah,
right.
They do it repeatedly, and I get it that NXT is supposed to be a third brand. So hey, why not have some people defect to NXT? Why not have some people say, hey, screw Raw, screw SmackDown, let's go invade NXT and take them over. And like you were saying yesterday, Adam, when the Raw and SmackDown rosters were overseas in Dubai, who saved Raw that Monday night?
That was me. That's right. NXT fucking did it. NXT and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, and the whole reason why Adam Cole's kind of like, I'm out of here, is because A, he's done everything that he can do in NXT, and B, he doesn't want to go to the main roster and get shit on and lose his
That's
value.
the thing.
And that's why the Undisputed Era hasn't come up to the main roster.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
the lost, the Forgotten Sons, or Lost Sons, where they were, and Sanity. Was that the name of the group?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit on, doubly shit on. Just Eric Young. Shit
Fucking
on.
Shit on
phenomenal
him.
The dude always comes out looking fan-fucking-tastic. Dude is ripped. He's in shape. He puts on good matches. And then
Tells a story.
and then he
He does.
leaves. He comes back in Impact. Huge Pop puts on a good match. But
He's
they
a
don't-
world champion. They put the strap on him.
But they don't know what to do with him. Creative had nothing for him. You have a 3-hour show. How can creative have nothing for you? I'm sorry. That was a rant. I'm going to
You
stop.
know what? No, that rant's
That's
perfect. 'cause,
good.
You know,
It's
it
perfect.
leads to this. It was said earlier today on another podcast. The question was asked, would The Undertaker be as over as he was now? If you debuted The Undertaker in 2020, let's say if you debuted The Undertaker in 2015, would he be as over as he is? Would he be legendary status now?
Nope.
Okay, so this goes back to what I was saying about the Fiend last night.
Mm-hmm.
The hocus pocus, lightning from the fingers, zombies, people teleporting, popping out of caskets. That shit's passe. Now, why is it passe? Because The Undertaker has done all that.
That's right.
So I think that if there had been no Taker, it might get over today.
No,
But he's done it. It's already been done. Anybody who comes with
I'll
a
give
gimmick
you-
anything close to that is like, fucking Taker 2.0, Taker Light, Faker.
I'll tell you this. Taker told Vince he wanted Bray to be the new Undertaker. And Vince said, "You know what, pal? That sounds like a good idea." And that's why they started doing the Fiend shit. And they fucked it up. They fucked it up by having him. Okay, I've been a professional wrestler 29 years. That's a long fucking time. It's a long fucking time. I've seen a lot of shit. Like a lot of off the wall crazy shit. What I've never seen is a fucking Hell in a Cell match where there's no rules, no disqualification. How the fuck does somebody get disqualified in a match you can't get disqualified in?
Saudi blood money. That's how.
That's what killed the fucking WWE Fiend. Because Seth Rollins killed him in a fucking match. And when the match was stopped because of the violence. Are you fucking serious? Like, you destroyed this gimmick right there. Now,
So
wait,
you know
wait.
what?
let me get this out before we go any further, because it's been boiling in my head all day and I've been waiting to talk about it. This fucking shit with the Fiend. Taker said it on the Smoke and Skull podcast, him and Steve Austin. He said there's one word that prohibits WWE's talent from getting over right now. And that word, creative.
I'd say Vince. But okay.
No, not even that. It's creative, because creative is now Vince. Back when Taker and Triple H and The Rock and even fucking Cena, when all of these guys, Cactus Jack, Mankind, Mick Foley, fucking Dude Love, when all of these people, when all these gimmicks were running roughshod, it's because there were 7 people working creative.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, what should we do? What should we do, Vince? Oh, well, I think we should have Mick Foley come out in a thong and spank everyone's ass and call him Booty Foley. That sucks, Vince. Yeah, but it's money. Fucking stupid.
That's how we
And that is the reason why WWE's fucking shit fails.
Yeah. No. 100%.
Creative did allow people, and even fucking Taker said it himself. Taker said, to be honest with you, Will Moody, the Paul Bearer, came up with some funny gimmicks. What people don't know is that Moody was a legit fucking mortician.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
he was a mortician. That whole Paul Bearer gimmick, when he was Percy Pringle in fucking Texas, his day job was fucking running a fucking mortuary. So the Undertaker gimmick, when they came to Mark Calloway and said, "Hey, we want you to do this Undertaker gimmick because me and Mark isn't getting over in WWE like he did in WCW. The skyscraper gimmick is dead. Let's try this zombie fucking mortician gimmick." And he was like, "You really think that's gonna work? You gotta put somebody with me that's gonna make it work." Percy Pringle was like, "I'm right here." Boom. Done. Game on.
Yep.
Because they came up with shit. They came up with more. They came up with more idealistic ways to make the character work. And Taker even said it on the Smoking Skull podcast. When I felt like the Undertaker gimmick was getting bored, I was like, "Fuck it, let me be me." So when he said, "Let me be me," that was that motorcycle badass, Mr. American badass, fucking right there. That was that gimmick. But WWE's creative fucking sucks. The beautiful thing about AEW is that they let motherfuckers do shit. People complain about Sting. Oh, Sting is 52 years old. He can't hang in WCW. I mean, he can't hang in AEW. He went there, wrestled 2 matches, one cinematic, one real match, and did good in both of them. But Sting, being a vet, is there to enhance Darby Allin. He's not there to take away from him. He's not there to overshine him like tonight. Tonight, fucking, you had Everrise, former NXT tag team, debut as 2.0 on AEW Dynamite. And they teamed up in a 6-man tag team match with Daniel Garcia. And they faced John Moxley.
The Rock's ex-wife?
No, that's Danny Garcia. It's Daniel Garcia.
Okay, different.
So 2.0, Jeff Parker and Matt Lee. That's their new names. With Daniel Garcia took on John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin. Now, Eddie Kingston is a stable on the fucking indies. And AEW made Eddie Kingston a name again. You know what I'm saying? You're right, Timbo. AEW has done a great job with fucking legends and coaches. You got guys like Big Show. You got guys like Mark Henry. Those guys that came to AEW not to wrestle, but to be coaches.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes is a coach. Cody does a lot of coaching.
And actually allow their creative voices to be heard. And
exactly. That's something WWE doesn't do. Like,
no, 100%.
WWE stifles creativity. Like, oh, you got an idea? Psh,
and look at what Colonel Rob Parker did with the Stud Stable, right? So one of them is Parker, right? 2.0?
Yeah.
Are they descendants of Colonel Rob Parker?
No.
I say they become the Sub Stable, but I guess 2.0 is where they're going. But yeah, no.
The Jump Rope Academy.
Can one be Dirty Dick Slater? Or just a dirty dick in general?
Redneck Dick Murdoch.
Just dirty dick.
You sick fuck.
Yes.
So, yeah, exactly.
No.
Look at this shit. Bad Blood. Did you know the Undertaker was supposed to come out of the giant egg instead of gobbledygooker? Yeah, I did know that, actually.
Yeah.
How to say that's a part of Vince's creative without saying it's a part of Vince's creative?
Yeah.
Shit.
So here's the whole thing. So that whole train of Bray Wyatt becoming the next Undertaker, that entire mechanism could have been greatly helped if Bray Wyatt had beaten the Undertaker at WrestleMania 46, and if Undertaker had stayed retired afterwards.
Taker wanted to stay retired.
Yeah.
Taker doesn't want to wrestle anymore, man. He legitimately was like, I'll take a job at the Performance Center as a coach. I don't want to wrestle.
Yeah.
And Vince is like, but the Saudis will give me billions if you do.
Take all this money. And he's like, well, okay.
He's like, fuck, man. Okay. I mean, it's not like Ric Flair. Like, he didn't have fucking like 6 XYs that he has to pay for, So it is what it is.
He's got 3. And one beat Dallas Page, and that's not the one he's with that also won the Divas Championship.
The one that he's with now is Fifi the Maid. That's what he's with now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Taker. My bad.
From the Flair. Oh, yeah. He's with Michelle McCool. Anyway, so 2.0, former Everrise at NXT. They're from Chikara. They used to be 2.0 in Chikara when they were on the Indies. So it's really funny because Moxley fucking notices Sting at ringside and does the whole Sting howl. It's funny as shit. But when you got guys like fucking you got Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, and John Moxley, 3 of the hottest guys right now in AEW. One guy who is from the Pacific Northwest that is less than like 3 years in the business, doing the most. 5 years in the business. Eddie Kingston, amazing. John Moxley, fucking just John Moxley. So this match was phenomenal. Moxley, Kingston, and Allin pick up the win. Darby Allin does a coffin drop, but 2.0 got spotlighted. 2.0 made a statement. And once again, that's young guys that are being built. NXT had them on the show for what, fucking 6 months? And then got rid of them? Now look, they're going to become fucking tag team stars in in a company based on tag team wrestling.
Yes.
Then you got Brian Cage, another fucking SoCal guy. You know, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks, they had a pretty good little tit for tat. You know, the whole team fucking Taz versus the TNT title bullshit. What is the FTW title bullshit? Whatever, whatnot. But Christian Cage versus the Blade was Alley. Now the Blade, we all know who the Blade is. And
right. I didn't know they were married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been married for a long time. As a matter of fact, they're part of a clique with my boy Black G's, my tag team partner. Black G is currently plying his trade with NWA Power. But they were called TV Ready. And they are TV ready because those guys are fucking great.
Yeah.
So
Christian, of course, Christian
picks up the win with Adam's favorite move.
Fucking spear. Please,
yes.
No more spears. In the vein of Ozzy Osbourne's great classic, No More Tears, I say, no more spears, please, because it fucking sucks. Goldberg is the only one that can do it. Not Charlotte, not Christian Cage, not fucking...
Goldberg's the only one that can do it?
Yes!
Maybe when he's not wearing fucking track shorts from fucking Bi-Mart.
Okay. Okay, hashtag regional reference. You mean Dick's Sporting Goods is what you're saying, right?
Wearing some fucking shorts from Big Five.
Yeah. But hey, if you can... Wait, you remember Jericho's first book and saying, like, John Tolos, Southern California legend, right? He didn't even have boots. He borrowed boots from some other fucker. That. You want to talk about Ric Flair drip and all that, whatever? Yeah, 10 points. That's not my forte. But with that all being said, like, that's swag. Like, you could just show up and just fucking be there and get an ass load of money. That's what we all should work for. I'm just saying. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. I mean, shit, do your money, do your thing. Make your money. Like Tony tonight working for CBS Sports. Making his money, doing his thing. Shout out to my boy Tony DeBurns over there at, doing his thing at CBS Sports. He's fucking killing it. But anyway, it's ridiculous. And this is the other thing that AEW is dropping the ball on. See, I'm not just a WWE guy. I mean, I'm not just gonna
AEW dropping balls.
Shit on them. They're dropping the ball because
#fleshlight.
Because Christian won the match tonight. Christian is now challenging Kenny Omega for the AEW World Title. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I like it.
You spent 2 years, 24 long ass months. Okay, that is like fucking 104 weeks. Okay, 104 fucking weeks of television pushing Kenny Omega versus Adam Page. And now you're going to go Christian versus Omega at All Out. I don't get it.
If Goldberg can just walk out of the crowd and declare his title match at SummerSlam,
I
think Christian can have a number of matches, hook up with Jurassic Express, beat the Blade, and be number one contender. He's got some veteran cred with him. Give him a little something. It's not like he's going to win. He'll get like 75 V triggers and a one-winged angel. So, 25 super kicks. And the rest of the inner circle. But,
Didn't Christian have a fucking back injury? I don't think he would want to take a one-wing angel.
Well, it's gonna happen.
But I like that match. Anybody but Omega. I'm done with Omega.
I mean, I get it. But here's the thing about being a heel. Omega is great as a heel. He is so fucking great because you know what? The Bucks, I'll state it right here, fucking in public. I love Nick. Nick is a fucking cool dude. I can text Nick and have great conversations with him. Great guy. No one likes Matt. I don't think Nick likes Matt. So when you see them acting like assholes on TV, it's really hard for me to look at Nick and be like, what an asshole. But I can look at Matt and be like, that's Mr. Instant Replay. What a fucking asshole. But Kenny Omega, god damn Kenny Omega. Like, the fucking goatee beard shit makes me want to slap the shit out of him.
I'm good. I do the same thing. Kenny Omega at this point is like Roman Reigns. He gets the Roman Reigns treatment where if he comes in my screen, I turn the shit off. I just go, there's a probably Vice documentary or some shit that I could watch that would would positively affect my fucking brain versus Roman and Omega. Omega hasn't been as great as he was in New Japan. No,
this is a joke right here.
No,
this makes a lot of sense. Look at this caption. Christian as a contender is AEW's jab at Edge being a WWE contender.
Bring up JB Moonshine.
With the spear, I fucking see that, bro. I can see that as a joke. Is he going to use the Imprinter or the kill switch? Fucking move. You know, it's funny because Christian said he hated the name Unprettier. But he fucking hated it. But Vince loved it. Once again, Vince loves it. It's a good name, pal.
That's whatever. But you know what? You guys forget that Christian
could be reinvented as a pimp.
No, that's the other guy in the Bullet Club, right? The Tokyo Pimp.
That's Tokyo Pimp.
Yeah, it's different. But no, the fact of the matter, right? Kenny Omega, for me, has just been underwhelming, right? He's the fucking head of the board of a fucking thing. He wants to do a death match, can't even fucking figure out a fucking death match that doesn't, end up. A fart in church would be more exploding than the fucking exploding death match. Like 100%. It would get a better reaction, I guarantee you. I've done it. I'm not condoning it, but I'm just saying. I've seen it happen.
You're endorsing farting in church.
Even the fact, look, for the way that New Japan shot the fucking V-trigger, looking like it could kill a motherfucker, right? You can't do that for your fucking top star, the collective belts, also as a board member on the fucking company, right? You can't do that, but you can do that shit for the best friends. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, Adam, let's put things in perspective.
I love when he does it.
We're talking about an exploding death match. We're talking about what's going to happen on American television. Now, you remember back when Austin and Kane had their Inferno match, or first catches fire match, whatever it is. Now, you knew no one was going to catch fire. It's like, oh, look, my sleeve's on fire. Get the fire extinguisher. Yeah, you win. I mean, it's never going to go all the way or go as far as you want it to go. Remember, Hardcore Hack had plastic barbed wire. I mean, this is just what you're going to get on TV. And so, and also that could be part of Kenny Omega just being the heel. He's just like, hey, I'm going to do a hardcore death match and just give you a psst, and you're, and that's what's going to happen.
I know what you just said right now, but what the fuck happened during the the split screen last week?
Okay, now look.
All right,
do fucking not shoot on that because that was the best thing since sliced bread. Literally.
No, it was sliced Jericho. It was sliced Jericho.
That shit was great. It was carving his forehead.
That was going to happen.
Hey, I'll put you this way. I ordered Domino's after that.
It did, and then someone hit Domino's commercial button.
I ordered Domino's right after that. I was like, fuck it, now I'm hungry. Domino's shouldn't have been pissed because they just got my money right after that happened. I was like, what? 5 for $5?
Extra sauce, please. Extra sauce.
With the fucking stuffed crust, yo.
I was like, can I get that marinara, please?
Here's another reason why Kenny Omega is a good heel. So, number one, him sitting on the bus of Don Callis talking about comic books and nerd stuff.
Callis is great.
To me, that makes him great to me. But the fact that he went and took the Impact Championship from Rich Swann,
Rich Swann looked like he jumped out of a fucking trash can. Rich Swann might be in a tent by my house.
But that is his appeal.
That's an appeal?
That's his.
Tell that to the Brentwood, California. They fucking took a bulldozer to all the tents.
Well, I don't know if that's his appeal or not, but I like combing my hair, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I like taking baths too, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll ask Willie Mack what he thinks about his bestie. Rich Swann. I'll be in Vegas pretty soon, Willie.
And then also beat Moose.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about a
so
guy
beating
who
Moose
goes
is
to
like
promotions and takes people's belts. Now,
Boo Moose.
I would love to see him go to Ring of Honor, and I would like to see him, maybe see if he can collect a few more belts.
Who's the Ring of Honor champion? Is it Rush? I refuse to say Roosh because that sounds stupid.
I think so.
Damn, that's pretty bad. No one knows who the fucking champion Ring of Honor is.
No, Bandito maybe.
I got an exclusive deal with him. I better learn this shit.
He needs to start a feud with the former Black Machismo.
my God, Jay Lethal, I love him. So let's see, ROH World Champion. Who
Or
the fuck is the world champ?
what's his name? The octopus.
Oh, John
Oh,
Gresham.
Yeah,
yeah.
Gresham. Yes.
Grisham's
Gresham is
great.
fucking Gresham is fabulous, bro. Like he
Yeah,
is,
he
he is
is.
phenomenal.
In fact,
Yeah, it is
great
Rush.
with the last Wrestle Kingdom. It was really nice.
Look, I don't give a fuck who the current champion is, or who the longest champion is, who's the youngest champion. My
Gresham.
favorite is the oldest champion, friend of the podcast, my motherfucking PCO. PCO, 51 years old, was the champ for 348 fucking days, man.
Hell yes.
Look,
Yeah.
PCO.
He still got it.
Watching the podcast, my man. I'm going to hit you up about coming back on here, and yeah, we can talk about that 348 days.
It was so funny. That was a gimmick that at first I was like, what the fuck? But you watch it long enough, you're like, okay, I get it. You know,
Yeah.
you take it for what it is and you just appreciate it. And then you say, and then at the end of the day, you say to yourself, this is wrestling.
And
Nice.
Villain Enterprises probably is one of the most underrated stables of the last like 20 years. I like it. Brody Lee.
Speaking of which,
Whoa.
where is Marty Skrull?
Yeah, so
Did he get
I
Me
ain't gonna talk
Too?
about it. He's still okay, so look, I'm just gonna put it out here like this. Marty Skrull had sex with a minor. But Marty Skrull had sex with a minor in England. Now, I have a 12-year-old daughter, so I don't give a fuck how old you are and how old that kid is. It's still wrong. I don't give a fuck what country you're in. If you're in Japan and you know the mom is like, well, you can have my daughter for fucking $10, I don't give a shit. No, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So he had sex with a minor when he was the fucking booker at Ring of Honor. He was overseas, had sex with a minor, and even though it was okay in England to do that, I mean, I think she was like 17 or whatever, whatnot, 16, 17. In the United States, that shit ain't gonna fly, homie.
Wait. Okay. No, that's fucking horrible. Horrible.
So you're on the list.
No, it's absolutely horrible, right? But if any of us have especially a grandmother of a certain age, right? Like when like, Grandma, when did you get married to Grandpa? We were 14. Whoa.
Okay. Now that was back like in the fucking
Right. I'm
turn of the
not
century,
justifying any of
1900s.
it. Wrong is
Smallpox is killing everybody. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. When you can
that's
get a
true.
flu and die, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I've sneezed, he's
it's
dead. You know,
it's
shit like
it's
that.
bad. It's bad either way. I think it's just weird. All
It's
of it
just
is
with
weird.
the state of the way wrestling is today, and the things that are going on with wrestling, and how one mistake can haunt you forever. I mean, not just wrestling. Look, remember that guy? Okay, you guys watch the TV show The Flash?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the elongated man. Okay,
Yeah.
he was on the show. Hartley Sawyer.
Like tripod, like a
No.
elongated man.
Hartley, this guy. Hartley Sawyer on the show,
Disney
right?
Boston.
He said some comments, off-color comments, in like 1996, and it's 2020, and he gets and someone finds those old tweets during the Speak Out movement, and they spoke out, and he got his ass fired.
Yep.
Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm a perfect guy because I've done shit. Adam, you've done shit. Julian, you've done shit.
I literally just did a shit before we
This
jumped
fucking
on.
guy. Those are the comments from Adam Woods. They do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Demonetized. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is things that happened in the past, they should stay in the past. But certain situations get brought up to the present, and that's what fucks things up for people. So with that being said, Marty Skrull did something 5 or 6 years ago, and it got brought up, and it ruined his career. He could be the nicest guy in the world. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. I mean, I was supposed to wrestle him when I was the NWA Continental Champion, and he was the NWA British Heavyweight Champion. I was going over there to wrestle him, and then he joined New Japan and stayed in New Japan, so they stripped him of the belt. Sucks. But anyway, long story short, he's gone. He's not involved in wrestling right now at all. So who knows? He might come back. Yeah, look. It's the same thing about the past comments happened with James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy and James Gunn's Suicide Squad, coming out tomorrow on HBO Max, which I will be watching it.
He just jumped brands. Then he'll be back.
That's right. You know what we should do? You know what we should do? We should do a fucking event. Like we should not just wrestling, but we should probably just do like a little roundtable event on watching the movie.
A B movie watch along.
Yeah.
I nominate Sharktopus.
Oh shit!
I want a shirt that says Sharktopus.
That's like shit. You fucking ass. You probably do.
That's a merch opportunity waiting to happen. I'm going. If Sharktopus is on the docket, that's the gimmick table I'm going to. I want a sticker. I want a koozie. I want a fucking shirt. I want a bandana. Even though I don't know what hood Sharktopus is repping, but I have to think that one out. But I'm in gentrified Atwater Village, so as long as it smells of patchouli and kombucha made from a guy named Tad or gender neutral person named Tad.
Looks like you're sitting in the gastropub right now.
Yeah,
that's some shit you're getting also gun.
Yeah, Sharktopusy. That's where I'm at.
So anyway, going back to AEW,
Sharktopusy.
Hangman Page finds the inner circle.
Sharktopusy.
He goes up and says he wants to talk to the Bucks. Omega cuts him off and calls him pretty much a bitch. Says he's not worthy of being in the elite. They beat him up. They give him a magic killer, and the Good Brothers give him magic killer, and lo and behold, the Dark Order hits the ring and saves him. So the Bucks show up. 3BT triggers on Page. Frankie runs out to make the save. So basically, what it sounds like is that they're not going to do Christian Cage versus Omega. They're going to actually fucking do something
Sharktopusy
and put Omega versus Page, like I said. But in a match that will make you happy,
Sharktopusy.
The Redeemer is the new gimmick for Miro. He is God's Redeemer.
Oh no! I saw that on fucking AEW Dark 100, and I knew
you would like that. I knew you would like you fucking.
So they got. Oh, you might as well get Kevin Fertig and do Mordecai again. Mordecai? Let's get Mordecai.
I was gonna say this sounds like Mordecai gimmick.
It does, right? But that TNT Championship belt looks sexy as fuck.
Nah.
Okay, so let's get this straight. So
that's better than the first two creations.
He's gonna be the Redeemer. He's gonna come out dressed in white and doing like Jesus references, and then his hot ass wife is gonna come out and be like the sexy deaconess who's.
Yo, there's where fucking Tony Khan is gonna make his fucking money back, right? All the sexy nuns and shit that is happening in Halloween. He's gonna make Lana the fucking sexy nun, trademark that shit, and all the sexy nun that we see, whatever, that's gonna be AEW money. So bam,
she's gotta do the Russian accent again.
Miro crush.
Whoa, dude, fuck. If Tony Khan's got some money, I know, like, he's probably bleeding in the fucking red right now. But get Fedor. Get Fedor Emelianenko, right? Greatest, heavyweight that to never fight in the UFC, right? You bring Fedor, and he's got that big old wooden cross and shit that. Yeah. And there you go. Miro from Bulgaria.
The conflict comes later on when he's like, you're too revealing, or she starts cheating during the matches by flashing her ass or something, you know.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I see where Julian's going.
I'm in. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Book it, Tony Khan.
So check this out. So after he beats the holy piss out of Lee Johnson, he retains the championship. It is now known the 1 hour Rampage show is going to have Excalibur and Taz and Mark Henry during commentary.
Ooh.
But they're going to have fucking Chris Jericho on commentary as well. Chris Jericho can fucking do everything in AEW, I swear to God.
Jericho, yes. Mark Henry, with the Big Show on commentary. Like, I'm not too sure I want any more legends. But David Crockett fucking did a bang up job. The two matches that he did, way better than fucking Big Show. So yeah. I'm just saying, and he didn't know what the fuck he was.
True statement.
He might as well be Art Donovan. Well, look at that guy. How much does he weigh?
So after the commercial break, Shivani comes back and says Christian Cage is now the number one contender for the world title. Christian says
Yes.
he'd be lying if he felt like he didn't deserve a shot right now. But Christian also came back and said he wants to cement his legacy and win one more championship. So he's going back to the one more time gimmick. He said that he will be in Pittsburgh next week, which is where AEW is emanating from next week. And he has been known to stir up some shit from time to time. I love the fact that AEW allows you to be who you are and say stuff like shit.
Yeah. Or they forgot to hit the beep button like they did 3 weeks ago. But
He
yeah,
also said
I got the beat version.
he also said that from time to time he's also been known to be elite. So what the fuck does that mean?
that means he's going to go to the Bruno Sammartino's gravesite, pull Bruno for one last pop, and that's what we're doing.
Right. So
Pittsburgh.
He's going to go to the good place to get the Philly cheesesteak.
in a match to me that was considered a Forbidden Door match, NWA World Women's Championship Eliminator, legit Layla Hirsch with the best friends. So here's the deal. Now they're bringing AEW Dark Girls into the mainstream of the AEW Dynamite. Legit Layla Hirsch is fucking awesome, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
She's all of this tiny.
And she's fucking good, bro. She's like
She is good.
She's like
It was
Taz. Like, she's
hilarious
like
watching
ECW
her
Taz.
standing next to Britt
Yeah.
Baker and even Tony Schiavone's not the biggest guy in the world, but
Yeah,
she
he's
was
5'6".
like,
Exactly. She legit
but I
Layla Hirsch.
was waiting for it though.
But she's hanging out with the best friends. So
Yeah.
it's legit Layla Hirsch. It's Adam Woods' favorite girl. And then it's the best friends and Orange
Kirk-
Cassidy. Like, it's a fucking click.
Put
So-
some respect on her name. Chris Statlander, your favorite alien, your favorite Martian.
She's my favorite Martian.
Damn right she is.
That's right. Anyway, legit Layla Hirsch with best friends versus Allie with the Hardy family office. I'm sorry, but that sounds fucking stupid to me.
Hoffa?
The Hardy family office at
Hoffo?
That sounds stupid. Like, why couldn't you come up with like
Not
that?
as stupid
The Hardy
as the
Dynasty or
fucking.
some shit, you know?
Not as stupid as the fucking private party with the fucking guy with the fucking King Koopa hairstyle and fucking tails.
And
Like
solo cups.
I'm glad they got rid of the tails. That shit
Yeah.
was stupid.
And talking about we want the smoke.
yeah,
That's
No,
That's the other- yeah,
dudes.
that's the
the
other-
dudes.
but
That's
that
the
isn't
dudes,
crime time. But that
With the
doesn't.
fucking cups.
Yes.
Shout out to Crime Time.
Yeah. R.I.P. Chad.
So the winner gets a shot at the NWA World Women's title. Serenity was next in line, but because she got hurt, she can't wrestle. So Layla Hirsch hits a tope suicide on Allie right from the gate. Now Allie is, formerly the Bunny, but she's also formerly Cherry Bomb, and she's been she's been on the indie scene for a while. She's really fucking good.
She's tremendous. I like the whole deal. Butcher Blade and Bunny. Sign me up. I love
Yeah.
their look. I love how they work.
Yeah, the gimmick is great. Too bad they put fucking Matt Hardy's Hardy family office bullshit. That makes no sense. But
Didn't his wife just have another kid?
say it again.
Didn't Matt Hardy's wife just have another kid?
Yeah, she's had another girl. So the finish though is a legit Layla Hirsch goes over with the fucking cross arm breaker. Now she's, like I said, she's the fucking female Taz, bro. Like, she suplexes, arm bars, arm breakers. She fucking tapped Allie out. She is a roller, bro. she's like an MMA fighter. Like, she can fucking work, bro.
And also, I love. On AEW Dark 100, they had Taz, commentating. That's exactly Taz's best work in AEW thus far is commentating that match. That's his benchmark.
I agree.
Because he has a judo background as well as Layla, and he started calling judo terms. He didn't call it the wrestling fucking. He went with judo terms, and I was like, yes, this is exactly it.
They play to her. They play to her strengths. Unlike WWE, they don't play to the strengths of people. Like when fucking.
Oh, she would have been Shorty L if she was in the WWE.
She'd have been short stack or fucking flat
Yeah,
backs or
yeah.
fucking T-bar or fucking.
No more T-bars.
Yes.
Yeah, no more T-bars.
Yeah.
But anyway, Layla Hirsch wins, so now she gets to face Camille. Now here's the thing. Everyone knows. So Camille comes in there as the NWA World Women's Champion.
Yeah.
And she stands up and she's like fucking 6 foot. Layla Hirsch is 5 foot, so she shows her size and her dominance. Camille can't fucking wrestle. She's cute. She's got a phenomenal body because she's a fucking fitness fucking, she's a fitness chick. She works out. She's married to a wrestler. She's best friends with Nick Aldis. She cannot fucking wrestle. When they took the NWA World Women's title and put it on fucking Serena Deeb, I was excited because Serena Deeb is a fucking wrestler. Dude, she's all around the best woman wrestler around, in that division. And then you take the title of her, you give it to Camille. So my thoughts were, and I said this
you put her and Jade Cargill in a match, Camille and Jade Cargill in a match, and I will not give a fuck. How about that? You can swap. They can swap wigs and whatever, and I can't tell them apart worth the fucking damn.
All they're gonna do is flex.
Camille's tan and Jade's natural melanin and whatever. Yeah, they're interchangeable. So I just say, you just put them together, and I will not give a damn.
Yeah, I mean seriously, I would fucking change the channel. So like I said, me being a wrestler and not being biased towards one promotion, I'm gonna say it straight up. They made a huge mistake by putting that fucking title on Camille, and now they're gonna fucking probably job out Layla Hirsch, which fucking sucks because NWA is doing a show, and they just sold out their show in St. Louis. Congratulations. But NWA is doing a show that's seen on fucking YouTube or Fight TV, right? That not many people are watching. When you got 1.5 to 1.9 million people watching fucking Dynamite every week, spotlight that championship on a fucking show that's seen worldwide.
Yo, how about this? How about I don't give a shit who wins? Legit, Layla Hirsch drops Camille on her fucking stack of dimes neck and whatever, and that's it. There we go.
Hey, so I was going to ask you. I mean, ever since NWA Power went to Fight TV, I haven't had a chance to watch a show. But last time I did watch, I mean, the women's roster wasn't that deep. I mean, I think there was Camille, Molina had come back, Thunder Rosa was there. Who was Thunder Rosa's friend?
Wasn't it something Vox, right? Ashley Vox.
Vox, who actually made her AEW debut.
There were like maybe 5 women on the roster, maybe 6. And Camille at the time was playing a valet, wasn't she?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the silent valet.
It's not like the roster was that deep.
She was an insurance policy.
And for what they had as far as their total roster went, it was okay. But now, if you're talking about representing the title on different promotions, you might kind of like run into a problem here. So
that's what I'm saying.
But like you're saying, if you're going to represent your title on another promotion, you probably want to have your better wrestler holding that belt when they go to fight with another promotion.
Exactly.
But
I'm all
you
about
know what?
making it. I'm all about fucking showing, I'm all about showing like what's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna give someone a world title, and you want the title to mean something, that title should be able to go everywhere. I'm the OIWA North American champion. You know what that means? It means it's a title for North America. Not for me to sit on my fucking ass in Portland, Oregon, and let my girlfriend right here, Big Red, sit in the trophy case. No, I put her in a bag. We hit the road every week. I'm Tennessee one week, Texas the next week, Georgia, fucking Florida. Guess what? Canada when it opens up, Mexico. That's all North America.
Wow, that was a Howard Dean promo. Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wrestled 3 times in the last week. That belt has been out of my trophy case and traveling for the last 4 or 5 days.
But that's what you do.
Yeah, but that's because when you have a championship and it's something like the North American title, guess what? You take it around North America.
You gotta rep it.
NWA World Women's title has only been defended in fucking Nashville.
Nashville's the world.
I'm sorry.
According
Georgia. So to me, that's like when you got these local indie companies that have a world champion, or when you're the AIWF World Champion. That's what I said. The AIWF World Champion, and you stay in Mount Airy, North Carolina. You don't go nowhere else. Or you're the AIWA National Champion who stays in Florida and don't go nowhere else.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, and this is one of the reasons why I love British wrestling, but all of the trainers will tell, and the promoters, if you're the champion, defend it on other shows, especially if it's an international show, because you basically make their title, their regional, otherwise regional title, a world championship.
Exactly.
And
Like
that's the way
OIW
that they're
International
all
champion. Fucking
right.
Dante Smiley. He's on fucking AEW Dark. He's on AEW Dynamite. This guy is wrestling fucking 3-4 nights a week around the country. Like he's defending that belt and making it mean something. That's the whole point of a champion. When you have a championship, the champion does the belt doesn't make the champion. The champion makes the belt.
That is correct.
So Camille being the world champion, not going anywhere, that doesn't make that world title mean shit. You know, Ric Flair was the NWA world champion and wrestling in fucking Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag dark side of the ring.
You know, wrestling fucking Muhammad Ali and shit. You know, wrestling Antonio Inoki. You know, that was the world title. And the world. Okay, so anybody calls it championship the world's title with an S. I'm sorry, but there's only one fucking world you can defend it on. Are you defending that belt in fucking Jupiter? Are you over there in Uranus?
It's kind of like the best thing that ever happened to the at the time dead United States title was when they gave it to John Cena and said, "Hey, do these open challenges." Was it a gimmick? Yeah, but let's put it like this: before that, nobody cared about the U.S. title, and he brought some life to it. And finally, oh look, they're selling again, and it doesn't have a spinner on it, but at least people care again about the title and that it's being defended and that it's on the show.
That's why I say with the NWA World Title being on, like when Santana Garrett was NWA World Champion, no one really knew what the World Title was. When she lost the belt, and when we had Jazz as the NWA World Women's Champion, dude, Jazz is a fucking name, bro. Jazz was putting that title over like Rover. It looks like we lost Adam. She was putting that title over everywhere.
Yeah.
Alundra Blaze, Medusa Maselli, she defended the championship in Japan.
Yeah.
Because it means something there. You know, Mexico, Germany, fucking all these places. That's where the title means something. With the NWA World Women's title, she didn't do anything with it. Camille's not doing anything with it. She's just a poster girl for the NWA. And maybe Wrestling Forever was right. Maybe fucking Camille is just there to make the Nick Aldis's wife, Mickie James, the main event of the next show. Like maybe she's going to win the title. I mean, Mickie went to Impact Wrestling and brought Deonna Purrazzo to their NWA Women's pay-per-view, and Deonna Purrazzo is the Impact Wrestling Women's champ. So with the NWA title being on AEW, maybe they should take the AEW. They should take an AEW wrestler and put that belt back on them, like when Thunder Rosa was NWA Women's World Champion. She was defending the belt on fucking AEW.
So you know what that kind of killed me a little bit because I follow Thunder Rosa on Twitter. I became a fan of hers when I started watching NWA Power, and so found out she was going to be on AEW, and she lost, and I was like, but people got to see her. I mean, she got that exposure. She got to be on TV. It would be a perfect time for her to just go ahead and challenge for the NWA Power Women's Championship on AEW for the promotion that she, was a part of. I don't know if she's still a part of it, but I thought she is.
She's exclusively with AEW now.
Yeah, but she could take that belt back and be like, that's where I came from, and now I'm taking it with me, kind of thing.
And that's the beautiful thing with the whole fucking. That's the beautiful thing with the Forbidden Door gimmick. Correct. You can defend the championship everywhere. With Kenny being the Impact Wrestling champion, the fucking TNA World Champion, the AAA Mega Champion, and the AEW World Champion, like that, to me, holding all those titles makes you the World Champion. But it also means that you have to go to all those other places to defend the fucking title too.
You gotta wrestle the matches.
Don't just be one like Ultimo Dragon. Legit, Ultimo Dragon went every fucking where with those belts.
Yep.
My good friend Sonny Ono, who's going to be on the podcast next week. He'll tell you. As a matter of fact, I invite you guys to be on the podcast next week when I have Sonny Ono on. Sonny Ono's a fucking great friend. He's a good guy. He always drops knowledge on us, and he gives us like some little scoops. And he told us some funny stories about Eric Bischoff and being in Korea with
Eric
him.
Bischoff always talks about him on the.
Yeah, Bischoff loves Ono, and Ono loves him too. They're fucking good guys. But it is what it is. But here's the thing that I want to talk about: the main event. The main fucking event. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to a commercial break real quick because I want to talk about this main event because it was fucking lit.
503 Originals.
Oh, you fucking love that, don't you? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. www.503originals.com. You want to get this fly ass hat, beanies, hoodies, all types of cool shit. And do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Adam, no, actually, Julian, you do me a favor too.
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to tell me during this commercial if you can spot anyone you know.
All right.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, if you can spot anyone you know, speak up.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules...
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
So, did you notice anything like that?
Nah, what about
No. What about you, Adam?
I don't
I
know.
thought we would see somebody throwing out the first pitch for a baseball game.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let's look. Let's see. I did not recognize anybody, but it was great to see Portland territory active again. Okay, let's. You know what? Let's do this again. Let's just see that part of the commercial
Just slow it
again.
down.
I can't slow it down, but let's do it again.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane!
Right there.
Oh, with the mafia kick.
Yeah. Did you notice that? Do you know who that was?
I didn't recognize him, but he looked like a good-looking dude from what I could see.
Well, yeah, Cheryl. I did get my hair cut, but that wasn't what. The Big D barbershop. Yeah, that was me. But Bad Blood kicked ass on the ring apron. Oh, you know what, Cheryl? Ding, ding, ding. That was me. Adam loves that fucking commercial. Adam loves that commercial.
Oh, drive your pain, drive me insane.
Adam loves that commercial.
It'll be so wait. I'm gonna kick you in your whore now. That's what I got. It's fucking
God damn it,
tremendous.
Adam.
Hell
God
yes,
damn it.
yes. And go
Was that
get
a
your
risky
haircut.
spot? Yes, it was, because I can kick that dude's teeth out. And
Hey, fucking Roman Reigns is a SWAT guy. Well, former SWAT guy. But he also is
Anyway.
a drive-by. Yeah, anyway.
Getting to this main event. This main event is very important.
Is it? Or is it impotent?
It's very important.
It's not impotent.
Hashtag gas station dick fails.
I will say it seemed a little early. I probably expected this maybe a couple weeks down the line, but whatever.
Well, this main event really fucking rocked it. Sorry, Momo, for that. She knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so getting a little emotional here because this is really, 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 really serious. Tony Schiavone goes out there and watches a match with Aleister Black versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Phenomenal main event. Cody and Aleister Black. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Aleister Black. Malachi Black put on a fucking amazing match. Malachi Black taps out Cody, or kicks him with the black mass, pins him 1, 2, 3. Dominant win. Dominant, like when Cody got his ass whooped by Brody. Dominant. Completely unexpected. Black looked unstoppable. Like he fucking murdered him. After the match was over, Tony Schiavone goes up to Cody and says, "Are you okay?" Cody says, "Funny thing about Legacy, I got into this business when I was 15. All I wanted to do was win the title. They took that from my daddy. The title he lost at the Garden." He says that 3 years ago, people were laughing at him in the Elite when they said they were going to create a revolution in wrestling. Cody says now it's common that the destination viewing every week is with AEW, which is true. Even AEW drew more last week than the fucking Olympics.
Yeah, because the Olympics sucks. It's an institution.
Well, it is what it is, but still, that's crazy. So he said that people laughed at him in the Elite when they decided to create AEW. Now AEW is a destination viewing every week, not an alternative. Cody said they set the table at AEW for some new talent, some new people to eat. And now those new people are eating. He said he carried the banner with AEW, and a lot of fans talked about it. A lot of people were talking about infighting between him and the other EVPs.
Yep.
Which is true. There's been some rumors that Cody and the Bucks and Kenny aren't getting along. That's why Cody doesn't do like storylines with him. Cody says there's no better place and time than now to thank the fans, and he starts to get emotional. Cody starts to take his boots off in the ring. Aleister Black turns around behind him and attacks him with the crutch. Black grabs Cody's boots, and Excalibur says, "Oh my God, has Cody just retired?" And that's where the show ends. Now, as a professional wrestler, when your career's over and you're done, it's customary for you to take your boots off in the middle of the ring and literally leave it all there.
Mm-hmm.
So, was that Cody's way of saying he's retiring?
No.
Or was that Cody's way of saying
he only got one boot off?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that Cody's way of saying I need to go for a little bit because my TV show, me and my wife are doing the reality show that we're doing on TNT, and then I have the other show, the Go Big or Go Home thing, going on TNT. Cody, yeah, that's true. Cody had that fucking Rocky 3 moment. You know, he didn't look out after getting beat up and scream, "Yo, Brandy!" You know, he didn't do all of that, but you know, Cody's a very emotional person. Man. I listened. I was on a call the other day with Cody Rhodes, and it was like a media call. And Cody said some things on that media call that were really fucking like wow, like he's a real fucking good dude. Like the shit he does. Like I don't give a fuck if you don't like Cody Rhodes as a character, but Cody Reynolds is a good motherfucking dude.
Yeah, I ran into him at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood right after he won the NWA title, and I was just like, and I had a Harley Race shirt on. He was like, "Cool shirt," and I was like, "Dude, your dad would be so proud." And he actually got a little bit emotional. It was like, "Dude, thank you," and gives me the fucking 10 pounds of gold, and we take the picture. Tremendous. He's a fucking I agree, 100%.
One of the reporters mentioned Cody's daughter, and I have a 12-year-old daughter. A lot of people don't know. I don't talk about her that much on social media. I've had stalkers and crazy shit like that, but my 12-year-old daughter, when she was born, my entire fucking world changed. Like, it changed. Like I moved from California to Oregon, and my career like just changed. I wasn't going to Japan anymore. I wasn't doing anything. I never wanted to leave. You know, even today, like she looks at me like, you know, when she looks at me and she says something funny, like it hits me like, wow, I'm a fucking dad. You know what I mean? Like it's different. It's like when I wasn't a dad, all I gave a shit about was myself. You know, like I can travel, I can do what I want to do, I can go places, I can do whatever the fuck I wanted because it was just me. Now it's like, dude, I have a whole other life that I have to like attend to, I should say. And Cody mentioned the guy mentioned Cody's daughter, and he was like, congratulations. And Cody was like, yeah, she's 9 pounds 3 ounces, blah blah blah. Like he was just like, he spouted off. She's like this many centimeters long, but he spouted off like it was like he was reading a fucking resume. Like he was just there, you know, like I mean, if the call was a video call, Cody probably would have whipped his fucking wallet out and was like, look at the pictures. Like he was like super dad. And the one thing that he said was, I just wished my father was here to see my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, fuck, I'm like tearing up and shit. Like, God damn, Cody, like, why you gotta get so deep? But like for real, man. As a matter of fact, it was so deep. I tweeted him afterwards, like, bro, like, wow, that was some serious shit, man. You fucking hit the nail on the head with that. The point I'm making is, wrestling has always been to Cody a way for him to get close to his dad. Like he started wrestling at 15. So did I. And for me, wrestling was my way of making my mom proud. You know, so my mom is gone, and I kind of lost my passion a little bit. Then I have like really cool fans, and you know, like yesterday I got to throw the first pitch at a minor league baseball game. And it's kind of cool, you know. It's really cool to give back to your community. And Cody does that. Cody, him, Brandy, the Captain Sean Dean, who's also a friend of the channel, Captain Sean Dean, Mark Henry, Paul White, Big Show. All those guys are a part of a community outreach. And tonight they brought like Wounded Warriors program, some wounded veterans to the show. They brought in like a whole shitload of like underprivileged kids. You know, like they do a lot of really cool shit like that. So I mean, fuck, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy, with the shit that he's doing outside of wrestling. I mean, he's still part of AEW. Don't get it wrong. He's gonna come back and he's gonna fucking feud with Malachi Black. That was a perfect way to have Malachi Black come in to AEW. Come in like they did Brody. Come in and destroy fucking the Golden Boy, the face of the company.
Yeah, you know, he can have bragging rights now saying that he retired Cody. That's the reason why Cody's gone. Yeah.
Can you imagine? I fucking put one of the rows out the pasture. Like, dude, like there's a fucking golden ticket right there.
And now, of course, his brother's going to try and get revenge for him, too.
He's going to kill Dustin.
That'd be great.
Kill Dustin.
Dustin.
He'll kill Dustin.
Yeah.
And the way they hyped it up, like, I don't know if you people listening to this podcast on Google, on Spotify, on Apple, on all these other beautiful places that we're on, are watching us on YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
Wow, twat? What?
I was going to say twatter.
If you're watching it on your
YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
If you're watching this on your
Wrestling Podcast play channel and on Twitch. Anyway, the people that are watching on these channels and listening to our podcast week after week, you guys know how I feel about wrestling and just things in general. Yeah. It's gonna be this is a very exciting time in professional wrestling. Like, you know, it's a lot of things are happening and people are coming in and out of the room, so to speak. You know, yeah, there's a question here. I just hope Cody and the Bucks, and Omega can handle the personalities of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. But here's the thing that people don't know: the Bucks and CM Punk are like best friends.
I don't think so.
Oh no. It's and you know, I don't know why Omega is not really friends with a lot of people, from what I understand. But the Bucks and CM Punk, they were like they're like good friends, you know.
Didn't he trash them for fucking texting them?
No, what he did say was they text him a offer, but it wasn't it wasn't a business offer. It wasn't like presented to like I'll text Adam and like, yo, Adam, you want to be on the show tonight? You know, like I text Julian, yo, you want to be on the show tonight? You know, like, hey, Mr. Julian, would you like to partake in being part of my broadcast this evening? You know, it's like, would you like to join us and sign on the dotted line and be part of this amazing organization that we're forming? Instead, it was like, yo, Phil, check this out, man. I'll give you $100,000 if you just show up at the United Center for 5 minutes. It was some shit like that. So think about it on a grand scheme of things. If you came at me with some shit like that,
I'd be like, pay up, motherfucker.
well, if it was Adam,
Let's
I'd
do
be
it.
like, if it was Adam, I'd be like, you know, my PayPal, right?
Yeah.
You got that
And
cash app, I got the Zelle.
And I'd show up for that fucking $1 too.
Yeah, shit, I'll show up. Fuck it, give me $2. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the point I'm trying to make. She says not boo, like boo, like boo.
But you know, that's a good way of Cody basically going on paternity leave, right? Like
that's pretty much it. Like,
that's it.
He's leaving to go be a daddy, and like I said, if you listen to the I will send you guys the YouTube version of it. I'll send it to you guys privately, but like, dude, it made me want to cry. I was like, God damn, like you were a good fucking dude. Like, Cody, here's my money. You know what I'm saying? He made some comments about Bray Wyatt also.
Earlier,
he was
yeah.
like, I can't confirm. Like as soon as it started the media talk, he basically said, I can't say anything about any one of those people that were
Released, future
released.
endeavored.
But
Yeah, 'cause they have
someone
a clause.
he said, so I won't be answering those questions. And then the first like fucking 3 people in, a guy goes, so what do you think about blah blah blah? I'm like, dude, what the fuck, you idiot? He just said he can't
When
answer
you're not-
questions.
Hey,
Like,
so
literally.
there was some article posted today about Ruby Riott and their way also.
Yeah, I was sitting in my office on the video call, and I'm listening to the call, and I had to press mute. So I'm like, what the fuck, you idiot? He just said not to ask that question, you know. But Cody didn't get it. He wasn't a dick about it. He was just like, so like I said earlier, this is what I think of Bray Wyatt, and he gave a fucking beautiful, like, picture perfect, like, response to the question without answering the question. You know, he was like, what, is there a place for him on our roster? I mean, I wouldn't say there is, but I wouldn't say there isn't. I think that he is a very creative character, and he just went on tangents about him being creative and how people don't realize this, people don't remember. Because I mean, Adam is a wrestling historian. I bet you probably don't remember this either, but season 2 of NXT, who was Bray Wyatt's coach?
Oh shit! Wasn't it Cody?
It was Cody Rhodes.
Holy
Cody
shit!
Rhodes
Yeah,
was
Husky Harris. Yes, it was.
He talked about that too. And he was like,
Wow.
I'll tell you, as his coach, he was as his coach, he was giving me pointers.
Yeah.
He was giving me creative ideas. He thinks he thinks Bray is fucking the most creative guy in the industry, which is the reason why he's not in the WWE, because he has he has creativity flowing through his veins.
Exactly.
Vince doesn't like that.
Nope. No. And going back to the Undertaker, like, I don't want to rehash it. Oh yeah, what's not to get hype? No, it's so fucking hypey, 100%. But you know, everybody just thinks that, like, Bray Wyatt, right? Like, you know, if Undertaker, you know, was here and debuted in this time and day and place and whatever. But it wasn't just Bray. Look at fucking Balor. Look at fucking, you know, Alistair, now Malachi Black, right? They've had spooky fucking characters that they've done fuck all with, right? This is almost, not to say that it like irritates me, but it kind of does, right? These are the same folk that like, oh shit, like, oh, wear a fucking Muhammad Ali t-shirt but shit on Colin Kaepernick, right? Like, you can't have it both ways, right? You had your fucking chance to build up the star. Imagine Bray Wyatt is your new Undertaker, and you get like, oh fuck, 15 years out of him. Half of what Taker did. And that's 15 years of fucking creativity, you know, drawing money, working merch, all of that shit, and you fucking fuck that up. Look at guys like fucking Karrion Kross. They got him now. You got rid of fucking Malachi. Balor's not doing the demon anymore. Well, you got Karrion Kross, right? And he's doing all that shit. And guess what? You took everything that makes him special. The fucking, not everything, because he's still a workhorse, but you take away Scarlett. You take away his fucking intro. What the fuck are we doing? That's just, again, it's just like fucking, they told fucking Joe Hennig, right? Be your dad. And then get to the fucking main roster, we're calling you McGillicuddy. What the fuck, ass? What the fuck?
Hey, quite some time ago, back when we were actually still able to get together and watch wrestling, Adam it was either you or our friend Jason Thompson who said that with Finn Balor, it's like in the middle of a feud, you would wrestle Finn, you'd wrestle Finn, and then for the blow-off match, when he was tired of getting stomped on, you would get the demon.
No, you got that demon.
And we were like, what a great idea. That would be perfect for a blow-off match. Never happened.
Well, and that's
scrap the demon altogether.
WWE, man. WWE. That's all I gotta say.
Even at NXT, when he went down to NXT, and I was like, oh man, great, good place for him to start over. And he started his feuds and nothing.
Once again, it's that deadly word that destroys careers in the WWE. Creative.
Hey, wait, no. We got to do it like the fucking. You remember Marty DeRosa and Colt Cabana's show? Creative has nothing for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's.
Bray walked into Creative. He was like, "Hey, Creative, what you got?" They were like, "Nothing." He's like,
That's over. Oh, that's a pop. That's a fucking pop. Bravo.
I will be here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
No, man, but seriously, I can't get over the shit that's going on, man. Let's talk about Ric Flair.
Woo!
Let's talk about fucking Nature Boy.
He's selling nutrition. He's selling a pre-made nutritional meal.
He's got fucking wine, bro. Nature's doing the business, bro. He's got that fucking Ric Flair drip.
The Ric Flair drip is Ric Flair's line of fucking undergarments with a senior citizen knee.
Oh.
Hey, Space Mountain, oldest ride, longest line to the drippy.
That's money. That's money.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. So look, the New York Post reported. The New York fucking Post.
Wait, you went Ric Flair drip to New York Post. I like it.
Right, Ric Flair, fucking one of the pro wrestling's all-time greats, is no longer with the WWE. Ric Flair, known for his famous "woo," reportedly released by the WWE effective on Monday. Now, Raj Giri of Wrestling Inc. and Sean Ross Sapp Pfeiffer both talked about it. People backstage are like really pissed, dude. Like, so basically, what happens is the 16-time world champion was infuriated and frustrated with a recent booking decision and contacted Vince by text. Okay, now here's the thing. I can be best friends with Adam, but if Adam is fucking like Vince McMahon, and I shoot him a text like, "Yo, I don't like this shit you doing to my daughter. Either you fucking tell her you gonna put the belt back on her, or I will quit." What the fuck you think Vince is gonna do?
Fuck you, pal.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. So here it is. He said he contacted Vince McMahon directly to share his frustrations and request his release. So earlier in the year, Nature Boy was in a storyline with his daughter Charlotte and Lacey Evans. But
same difference.
Yeah.
Lacey Evans, Lacey Von Erich, same difference.
Evans became pregnant in real life, so the whole storyline was dropped. Ric Flair is 72 years old. Was unhappy with the role. He didn't want to be in a part of this whole romantic angle, growing up storyline. He didn't want to feud with his daughter. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to play during the age of the fucking the Me Too movement, the list. Ric Flair didn't want to be on the fucking list. Okay, like he was not trying to do the fucking gimmick. So he told Flair. I mean, he told ESPN, the one thing I've learned is that you're gonna either win a war with someone, but you can't win the war with Vince, because once Vince has his mind made up, he is most definitely not going to change it. The one thing I can say about me is I always say yes. I always say yes to Vince. I never once told Vince no. I didn't want to be the guy that always going there like, oh, this isn't perfect for me. I'll do what Vince asked me to do. When that was all over, I was mad, but now I just look back and sweat and say, fuck, I guess that was it. This was something that when I got to TV, McMahon was there and we were arguing at the point where he had to say, we said a lot of stuff, and I didn't like that he put pressure on me and put pressure on someone. So when he does things like that, you can't talk to him. So basically, what he's saying is when Vince says something, that's fucking it. Don't come to him and say, hey, it's a bad idea, even if it's a shitty, stupid fucking idea. I mean, we know the story. But in case you don't know the story, I had spoken to Jim Neidhart one time, and I just flat out asked him about the Owen Hart situation. And he said the rig was for someone that weighed 150 pounds. And Owen told him, I don't think I can fit in that. And he said, it's okay. You can fit in it. Do it. And Owen didn't want to say no. So that goes to tell you that Vince don't give a fuck about nobody. He'll let a motherfucker fall to his death to prove a point.
Yep.
You know, and that's what gets me. Like all these fucking guys that swear the WWE is like the fucking best thing on God, green earth, and better than sliced bread or fucking pizza from Domino's. Like they just swear it's like the best, the end all be all. Vince is a fucking idiot. Vince may have pioneered professional wrestling in the 80s and 90s, but he needs to let go and let Triple H and Stephanie or fucking someone else run the shit.
On that part, you're right. Vince, people are saying, "Oh, Vince is out of touch" and all this. I do feel that two things have happened. Three things have happened. One, WWE as a company has made a buttload of money. Because WWE has made so much money, that makes Vince feel like, well, look at me. I'm successful. I must know what I'm doing if I made all this money. And so, number two, just like anybody else, I will tell you that Vince McMahon is probably creatively 20% successful, but he's thrown so much shit at the wall that we tend to forget about all the other shit. And, this 20% came out good because there's the Mantar, there's the Gobbledygooker, there's
you said Mantar.
The Goon,
Bastion Booger,
yeah. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz,
Bastion Booger, the Blacktop Bully,
Puke,
Skinner, Puke,
Avatar.
There's the fucking
the lucha guy who wears the mask to the ring and takes it off.
Drunk Angle. There's Katie Vick. There's
oh my God.
There's so much that was bad. But then what?
Chaz fucking his mom, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Fuck.
Chaz from the Headbangers.
Yeah. But that's his actual wife, which is funny.
No. That wasn't his wife.
That's his wife. Like that's his real life wife.
No.
Yes.
That was Marina. No, that was Marina Colmos. She's out of Canada. Her husband is now widow, because she unfortunately has passed away, but is a strength and conditioning coach for MMA guys.
Charles Warrington, one half of the Headbangers, known as Chaz, he's now 50 years old. Because I know for a fact that he actually wanted to come onto the podcast to do some stuff with us. Chaz is a pretty cool dude. He told me basically the story, along with the whole. God, what was the name of the Beaver Cleavage or something? Yeah. Beaver Cleavage, that was it.
Yep.
That was the gimmick. So basically,
he dumped the gimmick on camera. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah. It was so it was his girlfriend at the time.
At the time,
yeah. That's right, not his wife. But the whole gimmick was that was his fucking mom, and Vince thought it was cool to put over incest on TV.
Yeah.
Like, people talk shit about, oh man, can you believe how horrible AEW was for having that blood and guts match? Oh my God, it looks so stupid. It was like an old school War Games match. Yes, that was the point. Oh man, they just set wrestling back 40 years.
Talking PP, you had, the list goes on, but then you had Rock, Undertaker, Austin, Bret Hart. You had a lot of stuff that went well So it really pushes that stuff to the background a little bit, except for when you want to make a ha funny video and point at it. So
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people don't realize how racist Vince is.
Oh,
what's
what's
said
good, my?
I fucking said it. Mic drop. I would drop this mic, but it costs too much money. So yeah, I said it. I mean, come on, look. Let's go back to what we were talking about on the fucking podcast on Monday. Not all black wrestlers rap. Not all black wrestlers dance. We don't say jive so, bro. We don't all have jerry curls. We don't all have braids. We don't all the fucking time. You know, we don't do that shit. You know, we're not all pimps. You know, we don't have a hoe train. Although Godfather does have a strip club in Las Vegas, but that's another story for another day.
That's here nor there.
All Samoans, all Polynesians aren't fucking savages. You know, they're not fucking Umagas. They're not fucking, the wild Samoans. They're not cannibals and shit. No, they're not. You know, all Mexicans don't lie, cheat, and steal. You know, not. And it's crazy because not all black dudes go around with fucking sorry ass accents and do the whole I'm from Jamaica, boy, or the stupid fucking R-Truth gimmick where he's just so stupidly hood. Not all Asian wrestlers choppy your pee. Not all of them speak like that. None of them are fucking like Funaki, indeed. No, they speak. Asuka speaks fucking English. Like, she speaks good fucking English.
Yeah.
But, they got her dressed like she's a goddamn fucking Japanese mime or whatever the fuck she's called. Kabuki, whatever. Kairi Sane speaks English too, but they have her, I speak English like this. Like, really? Because you think that's cool? Like, that's so fucking racist, man. Like, think about this shit.
Look at Nakamura.
Care.
Jesus
Nakamura.
Christ.
I wrestled for the New Japan Dojo when Shinsuke Nakamura was a goddamn booker. Speaks great English. So the point I'm trying to make is Vince is a goddamn racist. He's sexist because he treats women like shit. That's why most women matches are fucking 2, 3, 5 minutes, and he books women that can't fucking wrestle. He brings in fucking I love her to death. She was my WWE crush for a long time, and then Shaq Gaspar totally embarrassed me at WrestleMania week, but it was worth it. Kelly Kelly's a goddamn model. Barbie Blank. She's a fucking model.
Yes, she is.
She's an actress. She was not a fucking wrestler, but you made her the fucking Divas champ. Which is another thing. You just about made the Divas title, too.
But, I mean, okay. I get that. But also, look at Trish. She was a model, right?
Yeah, but Trish trained to be a wrestler. That's the difference.
Candice Michelle?
Beforehand. Like, she was a fitness model who was training to be a wrestler beforehand. She wasn't some chick that fucking just walked off the Diva search, fucking walked off of fucking Deja Vu in Bakersfield at the strip club, the 99 ugly girls and the 99 hot girls and 3 ugly ones. Was that their fucking slogan?
Well, damn, my wife is from Bakersfield. I cannot comment on such things. But I mean, Candice Michelle, right? We've got Maurice, right? They're quintessential models / Diva search, whatever.
I will say Candice Michelle did train at AWS for a while.
No, but after, right?
Yeah. When she won the women's title, we were
at
AWS and she trained with us, which is weird.
Yeah, no. But that's they tried, right? 2007 and on, exactly, Wrestling Forever.
That's
the era of models and dancers, and some made it through, so I can't, just like with the fucking, hiring all indie guys, right? Some of it works, some of it is Hideo Itami, right? So, and I guess going back to Julian's point, Vince throws so much shit against the wall that it works, and it has, for better or for worse. So, I don't know. I keep on reverting back to CM Punk's pipeline promo. He's a millionaire that should be a billionaire. As of this recording, he is a billionaire. But even still, it's just everything, right? In spite of himself, he makes money. That's
So the thing is, Vince is a control freak.
Oh my God, yes.
And that is kind of what has made him successful, but is also what's holding them back.
Yeah.
And so even though he's given Triple H this little slice of the pie, it's kind of like he slid him some crumbs, and he gave him like a little, here's your little fiefdom for you to be in charge of, but he's not
Shout
really.
out to
But that's
Vince.
all you're going to get. And when you bring your guys up, no matter how good they are, I'm going to let my guys shit on them because this is where the big boys play.
Mm-hmm.
You're just NXT. And also Vince is going to hold that position because let's say Triple H comes up with a great idea and let's say a bunch of his guys start getting over. What does that mean to Vince? To Vince, that means I'm Vince McMahon and I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I must be losing touch and getting old and phasing out of the whole wrestling game. But I made this. How can that be? I mean, there are people that are like that. It's like there's something different. There's something that wasn't my idea. That means I'm wrong. That means I'm losing my foothold. That means that I'm slipping out of the game. It's
Some
like,
people don't want to give up their spot.
I mean, it's like you're gonna die one day. I mean, just because you can't see your heart slowly stopping, being as efficient as it was when you're 18, doesn't mean that you're not slowly dying. But you are gonna drop dead one day. And if you don't groom these people to take your spot, if you don't
Facts.
groom people to be involved in the business aspect of it, I think that's also why Shane left. I mean, Shane was like, "Fuck it, I can't get the shine here that I want. Let me go get it someplace else and make a name for myself someplace else where I can grow." But Stephanie had no reason to leave. I mean, she's got Triple H right there, and so if he doesn't let other people get in to these other aspects of the business that they need to be in, then that is when a house of cards collapses and they're going to either sink or they're going to have to rebuild really quick. And what I believe Triple H is doing is he's preparing for that day when he can take all these guys that he's preparing who haven't got shat on as of yet. And I think there's so many people he's trying to maintain a relationship with to shore up what is going to possibly be a really fragile house.
So that makes a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Very good point.
I'm actually going to introduce something I don't think anybody, and this might be a little bit, tinfoil hatty, but I think Vince has a dead man's clause or a dead man switch.
Oh my God.
You know,
Yes.
no, 100%. Like, Triple H and how else could you justify all the firings, all the whatever, despite the fact that the WWE in 2020 essentially had the best fiscal year that they've had. I mean, shit. 2020 for the WWE was even better than the height of Hulkamania. Was even better than the height of Austin and Rock, right? Their fiscal
really
year,
think so?
right? That's what they're saying to the shareholders, right? Yeah. So, with that all being said, right, I think it's a ruse. Somebody's they've already sold the fucking tape library to Peacock or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think either Peacock gets it directly, Vince dies, and Trips and Steph think like, oh yes, the money, the empire is mine, and shit like that, and he croaks, and that shit literally ends up in all the passwords and everything is like on Michael Eisner or whoever the fuck is running Disney's desk. It's already there.
Right.
Hey pal, if you're watching this, I'm dead.
Press
the red button, pal.
You know what that means? You're
fired. Yes.
His last fuck you to Triple H.
Yeah, 100%.
Go to AEW, bitch, you're fired.
Oh, that'd be great. Fucking Triple H, the head of creative for AEW. Oh, wow. 10 points.
Raven would fucking lose his shit.
That's cool. I'm good at that. Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. I think there's so many things, so many fucking things that can happen.
Are we talking about Sunny again and her OnlyFans? That's weird.
Jesus Christ.
This is weird.
I would not support her OnlyFans. She's a racist bitch anyway. And for how much was it? $25.99?
Something like that. Yeah.
For $2.99, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Sunny's phone number. Fuck it. I'll share that shit right here on the podcast. And I'll
For
just show you how to do that.
$3.99, I'll pay you to keep it.
Yes, 10 points.
No, I'm charging $10 for that. But look right here. I think the problem is, despite being raised on the business, that Stephanie is too corporately focused. I believe that. I believe Stephanie wants to fucking run the business the way the business should be ran. But there are two things that Vince did. One was good, one was bad. Or you can, I mean, they both can be good, they both can be bad. The first thing Vince did was he fucked up by hiring Nick Khan. Because Nick Khan is not a wrestling person. Nick Khan doesn't give a shit about wrestling. All Nick Khan sees is the fucking bottom line.
Yo.
Now, the good thing is, all Nick Khan sees is the bottom line. So, with that being said, guys are getting fired because Nick Khan doesn't know names. He just sees a fucking item on the fucking list. He's looking at a spreadsheet and he's like, "Oh, that doesn't look like it's gonna work. That's fuck." It's like when you go to your browser history, and I know Adam does this all the time because Adam's a little dirty monkey. You go to your little browser list and you click remove. That's pretty much what he did. He was like, I'm going to go ahead, remove this guy, remove this guy, remove this guy. Not even know who the fuck they are.
Yeah,
Like, when they fired Seaman.
Yeah. Yes. I wash my monkey. This is a clean monkey. You're no evil. Yeah.
I mean, I've worked for a company before that got purchased by an investment group. And when an investment group buys a company, they come in and they look
consolidate.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, this division's not doing this. Let's sell it off. This group of middle managers are necessary. Let's get rid of them.
Exactly.
We need to shore up in this area. Let's buy this little mom and pop to help make this better.
And that's what you do when you're going to close a business.
And they want to reduce overhead. They want to maximize profits. And that's exactly what they're doing. Now, what WWE used to do this, but to a lesser extent, and they used to do it at the end of Q1 of every year.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of Q1, they used to have these massive layoffs.
Yep.
And everyone was always, I can't believe they let go of so-and-so. Oh, I can't believe they let go of so-and-so. Oh, I can't believe they let go of so-and-so. Oh, JTG still has a job? Oh, I can't believe so-and-so got cut.
Hey, don't shut on JTG. That's our boy.
No, but that was always the question. Like, was JTG still around? But
it's like, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but like this always used to happen, and the same thing happened is where 6 months later somebody pops up again on Raw or SmackDown or someplace else.
Like they did with Samoa Joe. They fire Samoa Joe, get rid of him, and he shows right back up 2 months later.
Yeah, correct. And so that's just kind of like the nature of the business with them. But it goes back to what I was saying before. They're stretched so thin on 2-3 hour shows that they really can't afford to either A, stop firing people, or B, use people you got. Because there are some people literally sitting at catering who aren't seeing
making a career.
Like do something with them. I mean, do something. Even if you got to have Shane Helms put on the hurricane costume and come out with Nikki Ash. I mean, do something.
And the thing that they do that really fucking makes me laugh. People say that they're like the best, they're the greatest company in the world because they do this, and this. But you only see like a tenth of the shit that they do. And 90% of the shit you see they do behind the scenes, you're gonna be like, wow, that's fucked up. Like they got guys. Like they literally would just be like, don't go to AEW, we'll pay you this much money. And then they fucking sit you in catering for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, right? Then they fire you. So someone was like, well, they're only getting rid of guys with big contracts. They got rid of Braun Strowman because he was getting $1 million a fucking year. Oh, they got rid of this guy because he's making $16 million. You get rid of this guy because he's making this. But you keep fucking Goldberg, who literally has a 4-match contract for $25 million. You keep fucking guys like that on the roster. Then you got, it's budget cuts. We're going to fire guys for this, and this. But like I said, you keep that guy on a contract. But then you got fucking Jackson Riker, who you're using every week, who was by far one of the shittiest people in the world. You got him on the you still got him, but you fire a guy like Aleister Black. And then Kenyon Seaman. The reason why these guys are doing this 90-day complete clause and they're getting like Adam Cole didn't get re-signed and Aleister Black's 90-day actually was like 30 days and Steve Cutler's is like, this. You know why this is happening? Because Canyon fucking Seaman was the person who was in charge of that shit. So guess what? You fire the fucking person who's keeping track of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you start fucking yourself up on business.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're paying Goldberg how much?
$25 million for 4 matches. That's $5.5 million every fucking time he shows up.
Yep. Okay.
That's
Again,
fucking crazy, right?
I'll donate to Tony Khan to pick up some of these contracts
It's
because
fucking weird, man. You fire a guy who's fucking busting his ass week after week after week, but you keep an old motherfucker who can barely go 5 minutes without blowing up, who fucks up his own finisher. Like Roman literally had to fucking put himself up for that finisher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's pretty fucking sad, right? So you're paying this guy $5.5 million every time he fucking shows
So
up.
let me get this straight. They gave Bill Goldberg a contract for $25 million.
Every fucking for yes. And it was really funny because someone had brought this up. Wrestle Talk had brought this up. Do you know Goldberg's complete wrestling career in WCW when he was on top lasted 2 years? 2 years.
Yes,
Goldberg's been under contract with WWE for longer than that, and he's had 5 matches.
Is this dude selling massive merch?
Fuck no, he's not. It's his name. No one's going around buying Goldberg shit.
I'm sorry.
Who's next? Fucking
Nobody's
Payless.
buying-
That's what's next, motherfucker. That's what.
Nobody's buying pay-per-views to see Goldberg.
No one gives a fuck about him, but Vince does. Because Vince saw that Goldberg was running roughshod through WCW when he was losing. So now Goldberg is like a star.
But that was
Sting. That was the NWO. That was
a
fucking
long time
Hogan.
ago.
Yeah, I got
Man.
nothing.
That's crazy. Well, you know what? Congratulations, Goldberg, on getting that payday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I don't shit on that. The dude's getting paid, and and to guys who, to all the guys who are like, I'll take that. Don't go to AEW money and sit in catering. I mean, if that's how you want to get paid, and you're working out during the day and you're enjoying yourself, I mean, there's a lot of guys who sat on AOL Time Warner money.
Yeah, Goldberg was one of them.
Yep, he was. He was.
So hey, make your money, get paid, get that bag, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, however you can. If that's what you got to do. But at the same time, when you come back talking about, I love the business and I can't wait to get in the ring, kind of tone that down a little bit.
Did you guys listen to Goldberg's promo?
No.
Like, literally, Goldberg forgot what the fuck he was saying. He got caught up in the fucking we want Wyatt chants. Like, he totally was like,
What's next? I mean, what's different? I mean,
yeah. But it was so blatant. He was like, yeah, we are both gladiators, and we this ain't old Roman times. This is this is Chicago, and we're gladiators. And I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, dude? Like, are you okay? Are you having a fucking stroke?
maybe he
Hey, that's the Ultimate Warriors gimmick.
Wow.
might have banged that in the lockers on the way out.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the sparklers fucking got in his eyeballs or something. But his fucking son is huge. I don't know what the fuck is feeding his kids, but that kid went from like
Horse meat.
5'1" to
Canelo
100 pounds to
Alvarez,
6'10".
horse meat.
That motherfucker was huge.
Horse
I was like,
meat.
Bobby Lashley should punch that kid right in the face.
That's heat, brother. That's
I
heat.
would fucking punch that kid right in the face. No fucking chill, bro. No cap. He got punched right in the face, pulled his ass over the guardrail, and I would have stomped the shit out of him. That's how you fucking draw heat for a pay-per-view match.
Who wins a fight? Goldberg's
Fans would have booed him.
Goldberg's gonna come. Because Bobby Lashley's been dominating. He's beating everybody. Bobby Lashley.
I
has
see
been
what you
killing
did
people.
there. He's
So
dominating.
Goldberg is gonna win the title from Bobby Lashley.
See what you did there. Good job.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Goldberg is better than Oldberg. I mean,
Goldberg.
either way. No,
Blame Gil is Gilbert.
yes. No, who wins a
And
fight?
he's a toxic turtle.
Yes, Mark Curtis. Who wins a fight? Goldberg's, Mexican horse meat, Canelo Alvarez meat son, or Brock Lesnar's volleyball playing dead ringer of a daughter.
Oh my God! Wait, she's got to be an ugly chick then, dude.
I'm not saying ugly. I'm just saying, like,
she looks like her mom.
who's more athletic? No, she's a daddy's girl. That's Brock with a fucking push-up bra. Good God!
Oh, wow, that's good.
I have nothing to say on the
I just threw up
matter.
in my mouth a little bit. Look, Adam, you totally just like freaked me out. You kind of grossed me out a little bit. So I gotta go to a commercial break real quick. Cause I gotta get that view out of my fucking.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed Tag Team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas, and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Okay, now that I've scrubbed my eyeballs.
I'm doing this, Sir Mo. Does anybody know what that means, or was that his Wakanda forever?
Yeah, actually, it's Wakanda forever.
Okay. All right. I thought you said no goofy accents.
You know, in the state of Oregon, there's a Wakanda, Oregon.
There's a Wakanda, Oregon?
I was driving down the freeway one time and I seen the sign that said Wakanda, and I fucking laughed my ass off.
You know that there's some, I don't know, psychedelic toads spitting in motherfuckers' faces. That's what that tells me.
Gross.
I think that's the same part of Wakanda that Apollo Crews is from.
Oh,
fucking shit.
10 points. Who's the other fucker guy? Boba Fett?
Dabakato.
Doki Foki or whatever the
Dabakato
fuck.
from fucking the horrible ass MMA version of WWE.
Fight Club.
The WWE, yeah, the fake Fight Club. WWE, what is it called? Raw Underground?
They need to stick his ass back underground like they do the fucking pigs in Polynesian culture and cook his silly ass a little bit more because he ain't ripe yet. He ain't done.
Can I tell you, I never watched Raw Underground. Because,
you missed nothing.
Shout out to the homie Razor Ramon Carter down in Texas. He explained it to me, and I was like, "Is it a shoot or a work?" He goes, "It's supposed to be a shoot." I go, "But they're running angles." He goes, "Yeah."
Can you get him to come on the podcast and explain it to me? Because I don't understand that shit either.
Okay. No, I get it. Look, here's the thing. They saw Josh Barnett doing Bloodsport and are like, "Yep, let's do that. Let's do that." But they didn't do that. They did their version with fucking stripper poles, and the Raw Underground exists in the same WWE universe as Retribution. Like literally same night. Like if they were tearing up your shit, don't you think they would get the fucking badass motherfuckers on this side and like beat the shit out of the guys with the fucking dumbass names? Like what the how you could have a Raw Underground without a fucking Shayna Baszler or Shinsuke Nakamura who have legit MMA records? Matt Riddle, not on Underground, but you get fucking what? The fucking guy from one of the tag teams? I don't even fucking remember. Good God.
Was it a Viking Raider?
I don't even.
It was Ivar.
Ikvar.
He actually
Ikvar no tu Varaktu Tiktu or whatever the fuck.
It was a live action Def Jam Vendetta.
Hey, don't you disrespect Def Jam Vendetta?
Yeah, put some respect on that name.
That's respect on Def Jam Vendetta.
Yes.
Oh shit! The thing that made me laugh about that
it's
show.
my man Bad Blood. You got to put some respect on every time you say the words "God's green earth." There's only one way to say it.
That's facts. That's facts.
Look, I will tell you this, man. That's fucked up. Um, I totally lost my train of thought for that. The thing that made me laugh about fucking Raw Underground, besides it being super stupid and fucking cheesy, was the fact that the fact that fucking Shane was like the guy running the fucking place, right? But
Hey,
and then
this
he
is
had
where I'm going to
Amos.
correct you because
Jim Amos
Shane
as the
McMahon, Shane McMahon almost bought Pride Fighting Championship.
I know,
100%.
dude. I fucking know, right? But anyway, Shane fucking the guy running the whole thing, right? And he's in the fucking they're having fights, like they're doing fights, whatever, whatnot. And the first thing he says is, "This is no rules, no holds barred." They disqualify that guy right there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a knife fight. You can't have a gun, but give that guy a fucking M16. Like, what the fuck, dude? But I always say this, and I'm going to close the podcast out by saying this: Vince McMahon thinks that all the wrestling fans are fucking stupid.
10 points.
Real shit. Wrestling fans around the world, I love you all, but Vince McMahon thinks you guys are all stupid because he says stupid things about you guys and makes you guys, feel like you guys are stupid, which is not true. It's so fucking horrible. He's such a piece of shit that he thinks everybody is stupid.
It might be true in my...
Like they talk about Amos. Oh, he's so big. Oh, he's so big. He's so big. Okay, but get it, motherfucker. He's big. Where he's AJ Styles' fucking bodyguard. He just came out of nowhere. Motherfucker, 3 weeks ago, he was a ninja.
Yeah.
He was wearing a goddamn mask as a ninja.
Yep.
I mean, you got a ninja that's 7 feet tall and black, and all of a sudden this dude just shows up in a suit with fucking 7 feet tall and a suit, and he's black too. Wow.
Hey, look, man. If Andre the Giant and the Giant Machine never bumped heads, it could happen.
They move with the same shit. It's like remember when Dusty Rhodes lost that loser league fucking NWA match for 90 days, and a week later the Midnight Riders showed up.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
just like Dusty Rhodes.
he reminds me of fucking Giant Gonzalez. Really, his fucking head neck ratio and the fucking
like him. Or Kurgan.
Yeah. Oh, Kurgan was better. Shout out to Robert Mallet, who's fucking killing it in Hollywood.
Tell you a story about Kurgan. I was in Fresno. I mean, Visalia, California, doing this wrestling show called Mega Slam. I was so excited because I got to book every one of my fucking heroes. It was a great show.
Kurgan is your hero?
Well, no, Kurgan was part of the group that I booked. I didn't know Kurgan was going to come, but he showed up. So anyway, I'm in the elevator. I'm 6 feet tall, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a short guy, but I'm not a super fucking tall guy either. Kurgan's in the elevator with me, and I'm facing the door. I come in, I turn around, I face the door, I press my button. He's all, "Hey, BJ." And I turn around, look up. His dick was like right here. I turn around like, oh my God, you got a fucking elephant. Like,
okay.
He was so fucking tall, dude. Like, I went to waist level on him. I'm like, wow.
Wait, was he calling you by name or calling his shot on what he wanted from you?
At this point, I don't know. And then he passed me on the head. He's like, "How are you?" Like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like a little kid.
Hey, we don't do that to little kids around these parts.
It's like, you know, those fucking wow, you sick fuck. It's like, you know, those green giant commercials. That dude's all green giant.
Jolly
Green Giant. That's what it was like, dude. It was weird. And
no,
he's like, "Are you going to eat dinner with us?" And I'm like, sure, Renee.
Yeah, no.
Eat me.
You know, Wrestling Forever 93 brings out the point. There was a wrestler, it was Reese that started out as the Yeti, then the Giant Ninja. He wasn't Big Ron Studd, but he was Reese of Raven's Flock, that grunge guy.
Yeah. But he did do the Ron Studd gimmick, didn't he?
Big Ron Studd, was he?
Yeah. Because he had the long hair and fucking beard like John Studd, and he shaved it bald, and he became part of Raven's Flock.
What?
Remember he had the fucking thing, the earring in his nipple like Jan Hammer?
That's not the same person as Horace Hogan, is it?
No.
No, you're right. Yeah.
He shaved it. They shaved his head bald, and he had the fucking
Yeah.
nipple ring like fucking Van Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. But
Wow.
yeah, see, it's serious shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the weird shit, right? But Vince will have you thinking that shit ain't real.
Yeah.
Like Vince will have you think you're fucking
Ooh.
stupid. like
You're gonna send
wrestling
me down
fans
a
don't have
flight.
memories. Like we don't remember, and then they do shit to make you think that we're stupid. Like I mean, when Dusty Rhodes did it as the Midnight Rider, it was funny because everyone knew it was Dusty Rhodes. When Barry Windham lost the match and he became the Yellow Dog, same shit. Brian Pillman did the same gimmick and became the Yellow Dog too, with the same fucking mask and everything. And then Hogan, when he became Mr. America, remember that stupid ass gimmick?
He is Mr. America
He
again.
ain't Mr. America. He's Mr. fucking Peeping Tom in the window.
Hey, he's Mr. America, and
Mr.
a bunch of them
dropping N-bombs left and right like he's fucking Saddam Hussein.
Again, that America, that you know, the capital, them Patriots, right? That's the America.
And this is why Bobby the Brain Heenan will always hold a special place in my heart, is because when the machines came out and he brought out Bundy and Stud with paper bags on their head, and said that he just came back from Korea and found the special tag team of Long Duck and I forget the other name, and then he pulled the bags off their head and he goes, "This is just ridiculous." And you don't think that's Andre the Giant? Oh my! Saturday morning, man, you can't pay for that.
And it's true because I booked him as the Sultan on my show, on that Wrestle Fan Fest show. One day I'll post a flyer on the podcast one time. I'll do it, but it's a real embarrassing picture of me because I was super skinny and I had another gimmick name that was kind of like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, hip hop sumo. That's true. And, you know, and Vince thinks that, like I said, Vince thinks that you guys are all stupid because Yokozuna wasn't Japanese. Yokozuna was Samoan.
What?
Yeah, my mom told me that, and I was like, lies.
Rodney was a great fucking dude, man. I love that dude. He's the one that he taught me about this business. Like he really taught me about the business, and he helped me navigate a lot of negativity that I felt. But Rodney was fucking Samoan all day long, bro. He used to book me for Samoan Flag Day in person.
Muhammad Hassan, not Arabic.
Yeah. I heard he's an
He's
Italian.
probably fucking Mexican.
Italian, actually, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You know, like Vince thinks that people are stupid.
I think wrestling people think that people are stupid in general. I think.
I don't know. I know for a fact that Jungle Boy is not really from the jungle.
Hey,
I know Luchasaurus isn't a fucking dinosaur. I know Marco
or certain flies of doom charge you $50 to be on a podcast.
Some flies of doom didn't charge me shit. So that's right. Muhammad Hassan is Italian Canadian. That's right. True statement. Wrestling. Thank you very much.
Isn't Santino?
Santino, yes.
So Santino.
Shout out to Battle Arts.
Yes, Santino and Muhammad Hassan could be more related than I don't know. Like I don't know, fucking Devon and Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Right? Yeah. 10
Farouk
points.
Assad.
Jesus Christ.
Happy birthday to Devon Dudley.
That's right. Shout out to my boy Devon. Who didn't
not?
kill me in our match.
There you go.
Devon. I worked a match with me and 3 guys from Texas versus Devon, 2 other guys from Texas, and Sean Hernandez. And Devon walks up to me in the locker room. He goes, "I'm gonna kill you tonight, okay?" I'm like, okay. And he's like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna put you through this table. Don't trip. I do this 100 times. I did it to Mae Young. I didn't kill her. I ain't gonna kill you though. On second thought, I am gonna kill you." I was like, "Fuck, Devon. This is because of last night." He was like, "Yeah." Now the night before, we went to this bar, and it was not cool. We almost went to jail. Shout out to Hernandez for not putting us in jail. Long story short, yeah, he No, Devon didn't talk about the mass transit incident, but yeah, Homicide told me some shit, and New Jack told me some shit. Rest in peace, New Jack. Anyway, so the next night we do the match, and Devon goes to me. He throws me in the corner, and he fucking splashes me in. And he says, "Stay there," and he fucking runs out, and he splashes me again. Shout out to my girl Mary in the chats. Don't end up in jail. True statement. He charges me again and splashes me again. He goes, "I'm gonna get the table." Like he whispers it in my ear, like he's trying to like give me some smooth jazz shit. He's like, "I'm gonna get the table." Fall to the floor. So I fall to the floor. He gets the table on the other end, and he picks me up and he goes, "I ain't gonna kill you." He rolls me back in the ring. And he goes to the other guy. He's like, "But you bitch, you dead." After the match, I go to him. I'm like, "So I thought you were gonna put me through the table." He was like, "That table wasn't supposed to break. I just didn't like that dude." I was like, I almost pissed my pants. He was like, "I know. I was looking for the wet spot."
Oh, wow. Yeah. What is it? Is it Ben Dune or Phil McCracken?
Wow. This fucking guy. God damn you, Adam Woods.
That's what I'm here for.
When Adam's on the podcast, we get demonetized right from the gate. They see his name, according to Woods, are like, demonetize that bitch right there.
That's what I'm here for. Tearing views like a motherfucker.
But since you're here, Adam,
Yes.
and since we have fans here that are joining us for the first time,
Oh, Jesus.
why don't you... Oh, shit. God damn it, Adam, stop it. Why don't you tell them where they can watch us every week?
Damn right. You can find the Roundtable podcast on the City/CenturyLink, Portland, Oregon area, Monday at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Channel 11, or XFTV and
Xfinity.
CL. Huh?
That's Xfinity and CenturyLink. You can say
Okay, yeah. It's just acronyms. CLTV, right, on Monday nights. Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Channel 22. XFTV, Channel 8002, CLTV. Wednesday at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time p.m. on Channel 23, XFTV, and Channel 8003, CLTV. If you don't know, your ass better call somebody!
You know, Julie, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this. If they want to listen to us, Julie, they can't watch the podcast, but they're driving around doing Uber Eats and shit, you know, in the middle of the night. They can listen to the podcast.
They might be doing Postmates.
They can listen to podcasts on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and on any major podcast platform.
And you know
Don't
what?
forget to download, click like, and subscribe. And
right.
on
You know,
And a 5-star rating.
If you want to help us out, we're some broke ass dudes in this podcast. If you want to help us out, you can support us right here. Support the channel at https://anchor.fm/the Roundtable Podcast /support, because your boys need that money. You can find us on Twitter at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And you know what else? You know what else, Adam?
What happened?
Because I know you like this right here. See this hat I'm wearing right here?
Yes.
That right there? Ladies and gentlemen, you can find that shit right here at the 503originals.com, www.503originals.com, where you can get all the fly gear, hoodies, hats, beanies, all that cool shit. They even got like booty shorts for girls, I guess. I mean, I've seen some shit on there. Like, I'm like, wow, what? Like,
If you told a girl, hey, girl, do you want to wear 503 on your ass? She will say yes, because she will be a 503 original. Never forget.
you know, we have, if you live in Portland, Oregon, and you want to be a 503 original, they have shirts that say Burnside. They have shirts that say North Portland. They have shirts that say...
Whoa. I feel personally attacked.
down.
Us here in California. You said Burnside? Don't you know we have wildfires and droughts? The fuck?
Oregon does too. Hello. We're fucking the great...
Then why do you have to call your shit Burnside?
Motherfucking Bigfoot lives in Portland. I mean, shit, you know, at least that's what they think here. You
Hey.
can also get shirts that say all the major like areas here in Portland, Oregon. Like this guy, fucking Adam, stop it, goddammit. Anyway, you can find cool shit on the www.503originals.com. They have a lot of cool shit. Yeah, they have everything. Jock
Yes.
Russell, thanks for contacting me. I will be replying. As a matter of fact, I am replying to you right now about that amazing wrestling show that you're talking about doing. I look forward to joining your little group there. yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. That's my boy Chemical Julian. That crazy guy at the bottom right there is Adam Woods. You can find him on According to Woods every day. This motherfucker drops so much shit. I swear he needs an OnlyFans. Adam, don't tell his wife that. I get him in trouble. Adam Woods, According to Woods, on YouTube, on Facebook, on
And Twitch.
Tinder,
Yes.
or what?
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch is the podcast, and then According to Woods, where I share dad memes all the time. So
Wrestling Forever. Thank you, man, for joining us tonight.
hell
You
yes,
are
real
fucking
MVP.
awesome. Yes. And Chemical Julian, tell them where they can find you, my man.
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at Chemical Julian. And just as a sidebar, you know what? I just came from vacation doing some rafting and camping up in Ashland, Oregon. And I noticed that all the lakes were dry, the riverbeds were dry. There was a severe drought. And now I realize why. Because of the Heat Machine, the franchise player, Bad Blood, burning up the Pacific Northwest. The answer has been sitting in my face for quite some time now, and I just didn't realize that I had to go see it firsthand.
Damn right. And you know how you could solve all those droughts? Ric Flair's fucking drip out of his Space Mountain.
And
Oh, man. Anyway,
Leaky faucet. Hashtag leaky faucet.
for Adam Woods, for Chemical Julian, for my redhead girlfriend right here, the OIWA North American Heavyweight Championship. You're supporting the franchise. Thank you for joining us here. Peace.